righty. There it is. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. We have gone over all the news. You actually had a China retaliation, even though China said they will not pretty much retaliate again, or they don't plan to. Reaction kind of muted. Bonds were way worse pre-market, but now they're doing decent, but have sold off again. Your PPI, another hard set of inflation data that feeds into the Fed's gauge. It came in negative again. One of the biggest drops, but nobody cares. And then now in 30 minutes, you're going to get the consumer sentiment here. Yeah, President Trump says we're doing really well on tariffs. We're very excited for America, and the world is moving along quickly. And then JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, he's talking right now too. So we'll see where it leads us, but I got a couple plays. I'm going to be watching Bank of America, JP Morgan, XLF, then keep an eye on K-Web and everything else. Then gold, especially with that safe haven run yesterday and the death of the dollar. You're going to want to watch that. L3 Harris and a lot of defense got the upgrades from Goldman and Morgan Stanley. And then CERT and SDGR, these are related to that FDA AI news that just came out. And then Oklo, Texan, and 5, all related to trade or policy. So on that note, what do you got, baby? What do you got? Poster play. What do you have? I do need to go pee, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie, man. So let's see. But, oh, no propaganda. All right. No propaganda. ES shorts, long Bitcoin, Meta puts, NVO pump, Apple puts, long-term gain, TSL, good morning, XYZ, Hood, Apple puts, TLT 105, 620, TSM weeklies, MNQ, TLT puts, VIX calls, spot calls, XLV, gold shorts, LT outlook, SPY boots, good morning, Walmart, sound calls, TLT, VWM, Diamond, buyback, TLT 89, Chuck, TLT, and Dow Jones sell, baby. Let's go, Dan Garcia. And yeah. And then if the schedule permits, we will be having Yosh games today. And good news, I found a way to quiz up to 2,000 people. So everything's ready to go, Chad. Everything is ready to go. So I hope you're ready for it. These so expensive, Habibi. You know, so expensive. All right, you got 1 minute. I need to go pee. I think you do get the credit for Yosh games. I do think that was you yesterday. I did steal it from you. I'm not going to lie. I don't have any royalty payments, but if you could do good on the quiz, I would love for you to be a part of it. But yeah, that was all you, baby. That was all you, baby. Let's go. All right, man. I wanted to go pee. I just wanted a little. I might be able to. Here, I'll just play the ad.
Things like vitamins
Okay,
and minerals and supplements.
People really love their pets. They want to take care of their pets like they do their family, and it really is a global phenomenon. That's why we recently entered the China market with Blue Buffalo. That's why we bought Edgar & Cooper recently in Europe, because we see the same kinds of trends that have played out here in the U.S. playing out all over the world.
Bloomberg Surveillance covers the latest in global markets and the political events that influence your world. Join Jonathan Farrow, Lisa Abramowitz, and Anne-Marie Hordern. Only on Bloomberg. Context changes everything. It's a multi-trillion-dollar industry. We'll show you what's happening in ETFs like no one else. ETF
3,
IQ.
2,
Mondays
1.
On Bloomberg.
Round 1. Fight. All right, guys. Remember, be careful of the premiums. That is what we got to pretty much verify here. Let's get a read on everything and see that we have our opportunity. But you're down 0.25%, man. Kind of surprising. Oh, yikes. Okay, they already jacked up some shit. So right off the bat, so all the puts have a gain of 11%, 10%. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's really not. But still, you already got a little bit there. Calls are washed by about 10%. So, honestly, not bad. If we don't move, it'll suck. But, yeah, generally we'll see. Intel was going down earlier in the pre-market. Again, watch if Staples and then your banks, they have already, the banks have already came out. So that's part of it. Intel, pizza, still a looker. I agree. And then where are we levels-wise? So 52.61, then 59. For 11. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what sucks. You got to get the other ones. I don't know why he's dying. Well, I'm looking right now. I'm looking for even the straddles. I found one play that I like, but it's mad expensive because right now, I'll tell you this right now for all of you. The dailies, you can make a lot on them today if we get a big move, but after the first couple of hours, those dailies are not going to be effective. Or if you're wrong, you're just going to lose almost everything. So just be careful. I am looking for a little bit more time, but then that means you're going to have to shell out a little bit of cash. Yeah, those Unilevers are up. Make them free if you need to. And then Texas Instruments, they were related to some of the policy. Again, watch XLF and bonds. Where's those TLTs? Oh, what? Bro, that TLT put was up 100% yesterday. Now it's up only 40. So we have one. That means the puts on TLT are generally like lower than yesterday, but higher than the double dip on the puts. Long story short. Yeah, watch gold too. Again, gold, and then if the yen might be your play. A lot of you guys are bringing up YCL and FXY. I mean, that has served better than the treasuries. And we did talk about that about a year ago. It's just funny how it kind of played out. Well, just even then, the daily or not, the point is, with the volatility we might get today, I wouldn't limit yourself on a daily. That's it. Just have a little bit of moves available, and I think you'll be good. Plays are already up 10 more %. So now from morning is 10%. Whatever direction was going, now they're moving there. So pretty much you're paying 20% higher for puts than yesterday. Calls are down 10%. The calls did not go down as much. So keep just like yesterday, if you guys remember that. Gold is going to be interesting during the data. Again, we will be getting that data here in 30 minutes. A little less. All right. Intel's still getting murdered? Yeah. I don't know why. That thing was dumping in the morning. And then watch Staples. Don't forget. Staples are down. Utilities. No love. Yeah, MSTR was up pre-market. Apple puts. Let's see what we could get rid of. Oh, those Pepsis kind of went up. No shit. Oh, we got a little bit of time on that. Yeah, the Unilevelers they're up like 50%. Nope, we just white. All right, let me check even the Qs. UNH. Oh, remember yesterday? That thing was doing very good yesterday. Oh, yeah. Bradley Frizzle! Let's go, baby. Bradley Frizzle in the peach. Oh, I'm making a play right now, Bradley. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! And then bonds on the low. Watch out. Hold on. I'm going to give you a proper horn. I need to find this straddle real quick. All right. BlackRock Larry Fink says we do need a trading agreement with China. And let's go, My man. 10-year, it is launching. Trump says Russia has to get moving. Whoa. Okay, they just jacked up premiums right there. Watch out. All right. Bitcoin catching a bid. Bought some metas. All right. So I'm doing both ways on the index for the data, but I even said on the stream alert, I'm not as confident on the Strangle right now. I do think the prices aren't bad. You're pretty much overpaying for puts, and then you got a big discount on the calls, but yeah, again, VIX is still at 44.50. So I'm strangled now. That's the one I'm taking. I'm not as confident, but I do think, I put it on the stream alert, I think we're going to have a better time reacting. So I think we're going to just wait for the data and then go from there. I think we're going to be able to start hitting. Okay, and then I sold the Unilever. It's about 60%. And then let me turn on VWAP. You know what's funny? Where's the fucking 200-day? U.S. told China to request the Xi Trump call. CNN. That is coming out now. And then Apple on the high. Again, Trump-China call is what they are saying. Let's see. Tesla coming down. Oh, yeah, there it is. So, again, you got to post your plays before I post mine. Otherwise, I'm banning you. AKA, don't take the stream alerts plays and then tell the Chad. So, he told you guys it's QQQ. So, you could thank that Chad. He's banned for it now. But, yeah, QQQ is what I'm both ways on. So, there you go. It's already working a little bit. Like I said, it's the timing. The calls were cheaper. The puts were expensive. So, we'll see where it leads. But then, like I'm saying, we might be able to do the, what's it called? Just in the reaction moment. I mean, hey, everybody wins, I guess. You just have to pay for it with this ban, but you know what I'm saying? All right, yeah. Well, now it's like leveling out. The calls are already up 20, but then the put's not bad actually. 18 actually. There you go. It just was lagging. But yeah, there's a gap. It's working for now. Yen, JPM. You can watch YCL, FXY. I mean, again, right now, the dollar safe haven run from yesterday, it's still there. Oh, yen is dying, though. Yeah, what the fuck is happening there? So, again, this little pop, something's happening. I don't know if it's, I think maybe the algos are, or the market is overestimating that headline on that Trump call. But, yeah, look at the yen. The yen just dumped out of nowhere. And then that kind of coincided with this little movement here. And Robinhood on the high, Arab on the high. Very interesting. No, watch out those other SPY puts is doing it again, but very small. So the first set of SPY plays were still the same. Even though you went a little higher, it didn't decay some of the puts yet. Very odd. And then TLT puts her up 73 now. They were up 100% at the bell yesterday. So, like I'm saying, they're just up. Yeah, that's what you just got to be mindful of. All right, what time is it? Yeah, we got 20 minutes till the data. And then coming back down. Yeah, the China delisting thing, that's been around since 2018. They did, I think, was it Didi or was that China's... I think China chose to delist it once, but yeah, that's a very common rumor, more or less. We just haven't heard it in a while. Even Joe Biden, I don't know if you guys remember, even Joe Biden had a couple of we'll clap China comments. BlackRock Larry Fink says we're going to have much greater embedded inflation in this country. Yes. So again, if you didn't know, PPI went negative today. CPI went negative yesterday too. So that means even in the last couple of months, some of the freak out coincides with the data. So that means even though the data is lagging, people were freaking out for a long time now. So you got to think about that. But that means in the moment, like literally though, in the last 3 months, inflationary pressures have declined pretty meaningfully. I'm surprised. Wait till he flips and starts talking about demand destruction. Because essentially, we talked about on the watch list last night, some people were starting to say that. They were literally starting to say that he's pretty much that CPI, is it low inflation or is that now growth actually slowing down? I think the blue hair news, there is a chance it could come good. Yeah, we talked about that the other day. Although, because it's weird, like I'm biased on the data today just because I know the data is so biased. This is what I was explaining because I'm like, I'm not biased and I don't want to be biased, but I know that the survey has a bias. So the fact that they have a bias is inadvertently making me have a bias, even though I don't want a bias, but I know the data is inherently biased. So that bias is probably going to come into play regardless of whether I have a bias or not. Does that make sense? So that's why I'm like, okay, this is going to be a little trickier. But there is a chance in the realm of possibility. I don't know how probable it is, but there definitely is a possibility of it coming in not as bad. But like we kind of found out right now, literally this survey is going to go to April. It counts April 7th. You know that, right? So that means after Liberation Day, for the next 5 days, they went around Michigan and asked people about Donald Trump and their economic expectations. So imagine you're a stock trader and you know April 2nd and then every day afterwards, right? So that means for the next 5 days, they went around, they're like, what do you think about inflation? And that's with the market crashing and all the everything else. So, yeah. I already ghetto spreaded them. That ghetto spread worked. Well, the survey happened during the biggest time of data, though. That's what I'm saying is that I thought there would have been a chance where the survey was like delayed, but no, in this case, though, it is going to account for a decent portion of all of the, bad things we've kind of dealt with here. Wait, where'd it go? It's where you got 5% gap. It's on. Okay, now 10 on the straddle. So pretty much your puts drop 25, calls go up 35. Or DNT. High ticker is like gassed right now. And then watch the banks. TLT came up. the market really cares what Michigan people think. That's the thing that is crazy, because the last 4 years you had Wall Street and a lot of people, even the administration, they made it all about following the hard data. That's why they were like, look at the data, it's lagging, no, that's it. And now it's low-key been abandoned. Because, again, every set of hard data, even this week, this month, it has been one of the best. I'm telling you, like, you had the lowest core inflation since May of 2020. Yeah, you're running, man. So it's good. You got a nice gap to straddle, but watch here, because what's going on now, those puts are going to start holding a floor. Keep that in mind. So that's what I'm noticing now. Now that call on the straddle is just running, but now the put's slowing down, even though it should be devaluing. The first 20% of the straddle, it moved with the call. But now, after this point now, the puts are still kind of holding that little bit of, well, Whoa. That's April 17th? Expense, Habibi. Yeah, bro. Dude, there's low liquidity. Some people aren't even trading all these options. Go look at SPY daily chain and just notice if the last trade is way higher than the bid, that means no one's traded that bitch in like 10 minutes. Morgan Stanley CEO says despite focus on near-term uncertainties, bank is prudently planning for long-term. You guys see this? Banks are ripping. 10-year yield hits the highest since February as sell-off resumes, and then it bounces. Okay, not bad, Chad, not bad. So puts from the morning down 18. Calls are up like 35. And then QQQ, you got 15% gap now. That's working out very well. So you could either ride that out, or again, just like yesterday on the TLT Strangle, you could just take it if you really want, and then or sell one side, or you just keep holding both all day. Diesel up, Intel down, utilities going, watch staples. And then, bro, look at bonds. They just took off. It's still down on the day, but that is any semblance of moving together. China has confirmed they are allowing Western firms to act as market makers for its exchange-traded funds. What? Citadel, Jane Street, and Optiver may be the first to benefit of the opening of China's ETF market maker sector. I didn't know about that. They're going to let America companies do their market making? Or consumer sentiment might ruin it all. I mean, if you're saying you're going to be pissed if that happens, I mean, just get ready. I mean, at the end of the day, I said this yesterday, I think we're going to move a lot. I don't know where we're going to end, but this data is going to, you're about to hear a high inflation expectation. And then again, maybe though, at other times, maybe everybody thinks it's going to be so bad, maybe it comes in lower. So, or it comes in high, but then everyone's like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. BlackRock Larry Fink says U.S. very close to a recession and may be in one now. I think he's live. I think. Oh, I thought he was. I don't, like I said, I don't know if he has puts as much as he wins no matter what. Like I'm saying, I think he's in a weird way inadvertently adding pressure on Powell and the bonds and rates and all of that. All right, NVIDIA coming down. I wouldn't really read too much into those comments, but notice the bond move right now. So now you got bond just rocketing up out of nowhere. Have not seen that in a while. That little move down already slashed some of the calls. Well, it's good. I said this yesterday. I was like, anybody comparing this to COVID, I think that's a little dramatic, or maybe they're overestimating or underestimating what COVID was. But Neil Kashkari said that this morning. He said comparing it to that situation doesn't make sense. But, I mean, people are worried. We talked about it on the Watchlist yesterday, just the negative attitude, this idea that exceptionalism is over. It's like, yeah, it's not good. The inverse, bro. I had the other play. I thought it was just going to hold, but that shit's been working, bro. So I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you got to take advantage. It switches some days. So, like, big volatility out of the money works. When we start getting these, like, death chops, you got to be near the money. But, like, when we get the break of policy up or down, just like we kind of had those 11% moves or the big move down, the out of the monies will work. Like, skew did find a way to pick up. But other than that, though, when it slows down kind of, that's where that story changes. All right, 7 minutes, man. 8 minutes, this is it. Well, it's good because, like I said, the premiums, the calls were all cheap this morning. So the only thing you're paying money extra for was the puts. But now, if we could hold up, the weird part is the cushion. Because now you did nothing pre-market. You haven't seen a day like that in a while. And then now you're starting to move up probably like, 0.75% ahead of the data. So we'll see. Apple SPY. You want to take out a HELOC to buy stocks? Don't do that, okay? I'm going to give you a timeout to think about it. Next time I'm going to ban you if that's the type of timing you want. But no, that's not a good idea. For Larry. I mean, yeah, market has gone down every time Larry has opened his mouth. All right. Trump, the House and Senate should push hard for more daylight. Beautiful. Okay. So I'm saying watch the next type of play. So as we start moving, this is what you guys want to do with the options. There's some place to watch, but if it starts to move a decent amount, start to raise the strike price. So if you wanted a call and the stock goes down, try to get a call closer to the money. If you want to put, the stock goes up, try to get now the put closer to the money. I do think we did it this week, but I do think we are going to keep the watch list members only. I mean, people weren't watching it anyways. I had to remind them. But yeah, but we had it up on Twitch, so you could have watched. All right, 5 minutes. Let me go to the bathroom real quick before the data. I'm excited, bro. Get ready. This is like CPI before CPI got neutered.
When I talk to car makers, they all tell me, none of them on the record, obviously, that it takes so long to do this, and it's such an investment for the future that maybe they wait 2 years and see how the Republicans do in the midterms. And certainly, unless he changes the Constitution, right, Donald Trump isn't staying here for longer than one term. So,
and Apple has committed a lot of money. Look, we heard from the spokesperson of the White House, of course, Caroline herself, good name, but spelled with a K. Caroline Levitt was saying, look, they're already putting a big chunk of change into the United States. What was it, over $500 billion that they've committed to spend over the next few years. But that is in the manufacturing and more of data centers. This isn't going to be about the intricacies of making an iPhone. It is a decade-long program, and this is why you're seeing Apple sell off so hard. Yes, it's up today. Yes, it's up on the week, but it's still down by more than 5% on the month. More broadly, people are worried about a 90% increase in costs of making an iPhone if you brought it to the US. That's what Bank of America say.
All right, Caroline, thanks so much for joining us. Caroline Hyde, they're talking to us about Apple and the iPhone, how much it'll cost if these tariffs stay in effect. Coming up in the next hour, we'll talk to Joanne Shu from the University of Michigan on the consumer sentiment data that we're going to get out at the top of the hour. This is Open Interest.
What does it mean to be rich? It's not just about the places you can go, but also the people who welcome.
What does it mean to be rich? Long term. What? I don't think that's the ad. Hold on.
You home.
I'll let that run. TJ. All right, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it, Chadadonia. Really out here. Again, bonds are moving very, very big comparatively. SPY staying pinned up here. You're up 0.5%. 3/4 on the NASDAQ. But get ready. Oh, yeah, a lot of the biotech plays, again, AI, FDA news. There's probably like 10 different plays tied to that headline. All right, man. Well, good luck. I wish you all the best, and God bless America. I know, call premium, well, some, it just depends. Some further out the money are dead. Some are like they're still higher after that move, but then near the monies are still kind of just holding, give or take. It's like 10% it'll move around. All right, man, 2 minutes. So, the data we're looking for, again, it is going to be inherently biased, but the market is going to react to it, and that's all that we really care about today. So, the number, it's going to be 54.4 is the expected, or 54.5, but then 1 year expectations right now are at 5. But be careful. I think this is going to be the big one, the 5 year, because 5 year expectations do not move. Like I'm saying, even when you were paying $9 a gallon and when inflation was literally at 9%, this didn't move. And then last month, without a fucking tariff, it moved up, one of the stickier gauges. So get ready for that. Abu Dhabi ADNOC said to weigh $8 billion bid for Atheon assets. Okay, 1 minute. Get ready, boys. Get ready. I'll give you the wire for the data. Yeah, you already had bank earnings this morning. And then get ready. Watch those plays. Identify even your call side, too. Let me give you one for the call side. 30 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds. I gave you a call to watch, too, just in case. There's one call to watch, and then we watch the puts. Calls are up already 30 ahead of it. Oh, there it is. 4.4. Honestly, not bad, but 12 months, 6.7! You fucking psychos. Bro, but look, the market's not... I'm surprised. I think it should dump. But see if they're going to neuter it and see if they're not going to react aggressively. Remember, just like that day where they stopped reacting to the, what's it called? You know what I'm saying? Just like they stopped reacting to some of the other stuff. But yeah, bro, I think that one is not good. 47. It's not reacting big, though, bro. 6.7 on the 1 year. Maybe market's over it, but be careful, though. So that's it. All I'm saying is that was bad, but this reaction is way tinier than any of the other times. Do you understand? So we'll see. I don't know if it's a trap and they're lagging it or it's going to rip. I'm going to still hold the calls, but they're getting slashed. Now, where's the other one? So let's see. Dude, it's very slow. It's not reacting. That's it. Yeah, it's not reacting right now. So again, you just got a 6.7 or 6.2. And then a 5.4. Maybe that one wasn't as high. Like I said, maybe there is the opportunity where they're actually just like, okay, we knew it was going to come in high, and maybe that wasn't that high. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, it's not moving, bro. So just wait. You might get hit later, but for now, bad consumer sentiment. You knew that was going to happen, but I don't know. That just got rid of everything. Like that's slowing down the premiums and a lot of other things. Even puts are dropping on that. That's lowering calls and puts at the same time. I don't know, though. I don't know if I believe the market coming to its senses. No, it's very weird. Bro, though, they just slashed a shit ton of the premiums. It's not going to work. I think it's different. That's it. I think we got too prepared for it, and then they knew everybody was reacting to it. Because you just got a 6-something, and now all of a sudden, though, that just killed. The calls are only up 5% now, 10%. And then the puts, they also went down because you're not getting a crazy reaction. So it sucks because if this hits in like an hour, you're going to get mad. But right now, initial reaction is very, very watered down. This is very different than any of the other 3 consumer sentiments you've had all year. I'm taking a play on it. Fuck that. I'm still holding what I have, but this one's going to be a little trickier. It's not too late, Don Lemon. Yeah, now the calls. No more calls. QQQ. That's going to wipe that strangle now, probably. You need a fat move. Well, now calls break even. Puts are down 15. So look, we positioned down here on the QQQ. Yeah, that's wiping out the strangle. The puts are going up a little bit, but they slashed the puts on the data release. Consumers rising, highest since 2009. Yeah, but the reaction is very, very small right now. Well, yeah, I am looking, though. All my plays are towards, like I said, don't do the daily, because this would have been even crazier on a daily. I could only imagine. So you still got a little bit of hangover for the timing of it, but like I'm saying, just right away, this is different than the last 3. So we were expecting bad data. We got it, but now all of a sudden the market stopped reacting. This is just like those days a couple years ago. Remember when CPI would make the market move like 4%? And then all of a sudden the CPI would come in hot one day, and then everybody would ignore it. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting right now. The volume is lower. Chinese airlines delay Boeing delivery due to tariffs. Yeah, Boeing. Yo, you got Boeing news. Like we have talked about, those premiums are not really, there's not any like cheap ones. So watch. They've already jacked up all the other ones. So they're just raising the spreads. But see, reactions are tiny though right now. Okay, calls have came back. Wait, yeah, the QQQ calls are starting to move on that. And then watch TLT. And then treasuries hold losses as inflation expectations rise. All right, bro. I'm going to grab another one of the... There, watch for the upside plays. That's it. Just in case. At the end of the day, though, if this is going to operate like this and it's not that reaction, keep your eyes open for some of those upsides. Oh, they already went up. Keep it all small, though. This is very different than the last three. And then, yeah, watch those Boeings go. Yeah, Boeing news is China delaying deliveries. So Chinese airline Junyao delays delivery of Boeing 787 jet. Was due to take delivery in 3 weeks. So it's not really all of China, just one airline in China. All right. All right, beautiful. On that, and then... Okay, going down. So look at that last one. Okay. Filled. Walmart. All right. I'm still holding the Strangle. I got rid of another play. And then we added another. But now this Strangle's working, just not as much. But yeah, they just destroyed those puts. So now the Strangle, you're down. Because now the put's down 40. But then the call's up only 25 right now. So that's what sucks about this. So now the next move down is going to be terrible. Because now you're going to get that call slashed again. You need to break out of this range. We're moving too small. So the prices weren't that bad, but we were expecting a way bigger move off of sentiment. You see what I'm saying? So now if you just move 0.5%, everyone's going to lose. Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying I cut one of my other ones. Once I get the opportunity, I'm going to try to reduce everything. I don't want to play it. They're doing what they did last time. You've seen this before. This is where you get hyped up on a set of data because, again, we shouldn't be reacting to this data, right? But we did the last 3 times. So that's why I think you got to – it's just like when the non-farms all of a sudden switched, when the CPI all of a sudden switched, you know? Yeah, don't give them your money. That's what I'm saying. Unfortunately, though, I think it was worth it to prepare for that opportunity, but – that's why I'm taking one of them. And then, yeah, that's it. I already took one loss on a put, and I'm holding calls. We're going to ride out this straddle. I think we'll find a way to get out of it, but I'm definitely, my vibe right now and my attitude from what I was expecting on the watch list till now, it's changed dramatically. Why? Because you have just had another very bad set of soft data, but the market now is responding appropriately to it. It's ignoring it. So I think it's more of a premium trap right now until we get policy news or something else. So, yeah, watch out for that. Who's going to win the Masters? Oh, I don't know, man. I don't watch golf. All right, man, you're still near the high block. This is what sucks because whatever move. Actually, I don't know. Nah, fuck that. I hate the premiums today, bro. I don't like these moves at all. They scammed the fuck out of me. Both sides are. I know. I say I just got right back into it, but the real Don Lemon. That's cute and all, but I'm banning you. Stop LARPing, especially as a weirdo. AKA Don's a weirdo. So yeah, no. No, thank you. No time for cuteness, guys. Come on. Just be yourself. Get a lawn term. Okay, they're up like 3. I think it's gonna burn. I got one to hold. I feel like I need some downside protection, but this is gonna be a scam of a day. I could already tell. And then, because I think the move is just gonna happen randomly when you least expect it, but then they gotta burn a lot of premium still. But I can't. That one, bro. It's literally they're running out the clock. It just went from again, bro, 6 or 7. Morgan Stanley CEO still cautiously optimistic we won't go to a recession. 6.7. NOC pop. High ticker's doing decent. What time is it? 10:13. And then remember, there's a lot of upgrades on defenses. All right, you're still dancing around. Premiums are chilled a little bit more, but from here to here, that was the killer. This was the premium kill here. Now it's kind of adjusting a little because, again, they just slashed some of those 20%. Oh, where is MSTR? Watch Boeing. That one didn't hit on the news. MSTR. Where's Tesla? Volume 20 million. That's not bad. That's the crazy part. Yeah, 20 million for hour number 1. I don't know. So it's very interesting. You're barely moving. No, just, again, this is the problem when this is what I was telling you guys the other day. Remember when I first said it? This is the problem when you give Wall Street the power. Because for the last 3 months, everybody decided to play along with let's react to sentiment and then ignore everything else, right? But now, all of a sudden, Wall Street's like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. So, yeah, now because again, you just ignored CPI and PPI, but now the sentiment comes in rockets, but you're not getting that same. That's the only thing. That's the only difference. That's it. Just the speed. The speed, velocity, volatility, that's just missing today. Whereas the other times it has. No, yeah, you're going to need you need a policy headline. You need a Trump or something. Or it's just going to happen just randomly out of nowhere. But, yeah, no, this one, like I'm saying, though, notice this early. Because this is where you're going to save some money, I think. There's no Powell today. I don't even think we're going to get you're going to get a couple Fed speakers, but I don't think you're going to hear from anybody too. 5287. Violence, speed, momentum. It's what we need. It's what we need. BP shareholders vote against re-election protest. I think pick a price. You get what I'm saying? Just like the other day, 2 weeks ago. Pick a price and then that's it. And then decide. Otherwise, I would just leave right now and come back in like 5 hours. That's it. That's how I'm looking at it right now. That's why I was like, I went in and out of one already, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to keep that one price. I'm going to hold my strangle, and then that's it. We'll call it a day. And then I wouldn't try to really do too much until later, or until we need a window. We need the premiums to, they just got to open up a little bit. Boeing, that one's still moving around. All right. Watch Boeing though, but that was only one airline. It wasn't like China. Foot Locker. I've looked at it, but I don't know if I would buy Foot Locker, to be honest. It's an interesting one. Damn, they're at $11. Mexico's Shine Bond says expect agreement in water treaty in coming days. It does not expect a conflict. All right, you're getting some movement. Like I said, I would just make up your mind right now. Call it a day. But this move is way too small. These are the smallest you've seen. Saying top of book depth is 6 digits. Yeah, so if you don't know what that means it could be like 700 grand to move this SPY 1 point on the futures. So it's so illiquid right now that just $700,000 order can move the SPY up or down 1 point. I think the normal rate should be like 4.5 million, I think, is what I could be wrong. You could correct me if I am, but I'm pretty sure it's like 4.5, 5 million is what it normally takes to move the SPY 1 point. No, like 1 point, like 5, like SPX 5265 to 5266 or whatever, like 1 point, not 1%. How are you able to stream a full trading day where the market doesn't do much? I think I'm very entertaining. That's the only way. Canada Carney Cabinet Committee on Canada, U.S. Relations in meeting this morning as part of our ongoing response to Trump tariffs. So something, okay, you're breaking down. This is the lowest we've been, but premiums are out to get you today, brother. Well, actually, I don't know, man. This fucking SPY play is going up. The puts are climbing, but it's not. And then we have a game today. So it is going to be for members only. We could have up to 2,000 people. We're going to do it at 10 instead of Philo today. I'll have a little Philo for you, but during Philo time, we're going to run a game, a Zoom game. You could win some money. I'm going to give away a gold coin. A U.S. Golden Eagle. It will be the grand prize. But top 10, it's going to be a Watchlist quiz. Top 10, I'll get a discount on stream alerts for qualifying. And then the top 6 will compete for the money. Traders lighten bets on Fed cuts. Again, you're going down now a little harder. Okay, let's see. Look at bonds, though, all of a sudden. Yeah. Bonds are just, nothing should be moving like this, bro. But yeah, that'll be at a 10. 10-ish. You want to throw in 3 pieces of silver? Be my guest, please. Are you kidding? This is what I was telling you, bro. I almost got tricked, bro. I almost sold that shit and walked away, but that's what I said. I'm going to set my plays and hold this shit. Call it a day. Yeah, VIX is starting to go now. I mean, you're still at 50 VIX, bro. 20% now on the puts, on the other put, but let me see the fucking QQQ. That's dead. I'm down 30%. 20% down on the calls, 10% down on the put. So now the QQQ put from literally here is negative. Fresh SPY put from here is green. That's it. So it's still not easy, bro. Pay the play, baby. Okay, it's picking up. Look at the VIX too. You heard I'm more grumpy than usual? That sucks. Whoever told you that hates you. I've made some of the most money in my life recently. I'm loving it. Whoever told you that hates you. So I'll get a long term. All right. I'm waiting. I don't know. I have one. I could take it, but... Or you just fucking push this shit. I'm looking at the Qs, though. We're down on it. You're down, though. The Qs aren't... It's not going to work. You should have sold the calls on the first one. All right. Okay, so now that's 5 points. You got 30% on the near the money ones, but the Strangle, you don't have the, like, fear yet. And I think we're going to hit a level, and then it's going to bounce, and then you're going to stall and then do that again. But now watch, 52.22 is the level, really. And then 52.10 and then 5200. And then we see where we go. Okay, now the puts are green on the Strangle. That's what we needed. Okay, I'm making one of those free. I'm already free now. Okay, I got one set of puts free. I don't like it still. I'm still down on the Strangle, though. Strangle sucked. That was the one I said I'm not as confident on. Okay, so get ready, though. We're going to get the next one. This is either going to rip right back up to the top and kill it all, or we're going to just, like, dance around, and then we just wait for these little weird entries. But, like I say, the Strangle sucks, dude. That one's going to take a L. I haven't taken the L yet, and that just got me some free plays there, so I'm not too mad. But still. Some Fred Reserve press release. All right. Can I give the long-term an account a bonus? No, man. Can you stop asking me that? I don't know. It's a very weird thing. Because like I said on the watch list the other time, I think you guys just want me to spend my money, but I'm not obligated to do any of that. So you've asked me that multiple times. I gave you a reaction like this last time too. So, good luck. Can I remove the big banner? No. I'm going to time you out for 24 hours. Because you don't want me to promote my business. And you don't want me to have my brand name in front of everybody. So that you just want more and more. More and more. Ah! I'm so grumpy. What am I gonna do? Oh. Nah, SPY puts are still up 30. Not bad, but I'm gonna ride those out free now. Maybe we get lucky. And then yeah, Boeing's gold. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, because I do think gold. I wanted these yesterday, bro, but it sucked, dude. But I love you, Chad. You guys got good ideas, man. Okay, those puts keep going. That's odd. Okay, you're near the low. Yeah, bro, this plays crazy. I got a crazy idea. I kind of hinted at this one yesterday. The essay put from yesterday. Bro, it's just weird that early, they just robbed everybody who wanted to play ahead. That's it. All of my early plays lost. Playing after the data, that hit, and then that's it. Anything early was a loser. And then it was off of they knew it, man. That's what I'm saying. They would blindside everybody with soft data, biggest reactions out of everywhere. And then all of a sudden, now they slowed it, and now this is the real reaction. It's kind of funny. Bitcoin Raul. Market is subscribed to the watch list. I know. It's good, though. Like I'm saying, though. I mean, as long as we noticed it quick, I'll take a QQQ loss. That's fine. But now we'll watch, though, because if we move big enough, that Strangle will come back. But we got 40% on that other put. That one, the one I first texted, that one might be it. I think that is your sweet spot. But it's too expensive. So let's give it some time, though. I'm not too worried. I think it's getting at least we got to move out of this. I thought it was going to be way harder. But no, we're going to do good. God willing. But it's just going to be very grinding. I think today's going to feel like a grind to a certain degree. Yeah, I'm looking. I remember yesterday, 2 days ago on that day, with the Trump thing, is like, I want MSTR if we get like big news. All right. Bro, those QQQs are not working. So, yeah, you're down still like 30%. Because now you're down 10. The calls are down 20. They're not. The calls want to move better, though, ironically enough. Oh, wait a minute. That's what I'm going to do then. Yeah. No. That's how we're going to win. Sell the QQQ put. I'm out of that one. So I'm taking a 10% loss on the QQQ put side because we just got those other plays for free. You see what I'm saying? So get rid of the put, and then that way the calls are way more reactive. Those want to go green. That's what I was saying. That was just what I was telling you. and then we'll just hold the other put just in case. The VIX, it doesn't happen too often to have levels this high or stay this high. But it was like August 2024, that flash crash. Remember, that was the fastest the VIX ever went up that high, and then the fastest it ever fell below 40 after going above there. McDonald's low. All right. Yeah, so what I did, though, I'm holding the QQQ calls now. Got rid of that, and then I have a free SPY put. Or a couple of them. Not too bad. Walmart, remember that. And then look at the bonds, too. TLT is not really doing much. But what a day. Bro, today this was air brakes out of nowhere. But you did get the bad data. But this is what I'm saying, though. We just need to know. Be head on a swivel, but, be prepared. I'm glad we figured this out early. It's going to be a little harder today, but this is not your typical consumer sentiment reaction. I hope all of you listening understand that. Because literally the last 3 months, consumer sentiment caused bigger moves than Jerome Powell, CPI, and everything. Your biggest volatility in 2025 has arrived on consumer sentiment. So that's why I'm saying here, it was bad. It came in hot today, but your reaction isn't your reaction isn't there today. That's very different than the last 3 months of this data. So yeah, people are still worried. Jerome Powell told you to ignore this data, and then they didn't use it. Remember, that's what he said on the last meeting, and then they didn't listen to him, and then they sold us off 5% on the last one. But now, this time, I wouldn't call it fatigue. I just think they knew everybody knew now. Just like I started telling you the bonds were going to break, and then 48 hours later, now Bloomberg will tell you. And now, once we figured out the secret of consumer sentiment, and like I told you, it's dumbass data. Who gives a fuck about it? But now, once we knew the market would react, all of a sudden, it slows down. But that's okay. Because like I'm saying, if you're aware of this, you're not going to lose money. You could take my little straddle, but like I'm saying, I just gave them my little 10%. But look, now my call's going to go green. And we already got a free put. If anything develops, we'll be good to go. But that way, you just don't. You got to recognize it early and react. I'm still down 12% on the call. But you got to recognize it quickly. And that's why today, though, whatever Michigan sentiment strategy you had, I would be prepared to throw it out the window if you were pretty much thinking this was going to be one of those other ones. So, yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you think this was going to be like the last ones, I thought it was. I'm throwing my playbook out the window. It's because it's not there. I did the Strangle. I reacted after the data. The one after the data hit, but other than that, that's it. It wasn't. Bro. We haven't even. We're moving 0.5%, 1%, and then again, you do have some of the highest set readings that you've had in a while. You had this chat, baby. Let's go. So back from faith, from a pretty low point. Let's go. You should. Don't hope to start. You'll do it, baby. Trust me. A man in his will, bro. It's crazy. Once a man decides he wants to do something, he gets it. I don't know if you guys have noticed that in your lives. So, amen, bro. Get it. Get it. Well, no, yeah, it's okay. That's what I was saying. Like, we had an expectation. They're not giving it to us. Who gives a fuck? That's it. Just move on, though. The goal is not lose money and to make money. That's it. I had a different idea for today. I thought the reaction would be a lot bigger, but it's not. So we got to go home. And then that's it. And that's it. All right. Not bad. All right, let me go to the bathroom. Follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity. God bless America. Woo! Actually, yeah, wait, what am I saying? I think I'm going to sell the call too. Because I could just take 10% loss on that now too. And just walk away. Just book a 20% loss. Hold the free put. And then that's it. I kind of want to. I'm not going to. But I want it to go green. But I just don't like it. I don't like the moves today. And then I already got a good winner. Might as well. All right, let me go pee. I'll think about it while I piss. Follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity. Real Cult News.
1 million shares come out. So if you looked at us right throughout the whole 12 months, we were doing extremely well, close to 800 million market cap. And then all of a sudden you've had the NASDAQ dive over the last 6 weeks, plus all of these sponsors of the SPAC selling their shares. So very disappointing, but we know what we've got. We've got the biggest asset of rare earths in the world outside of China and Russia. So we're just going to bang on, keep going. Our preliminary economic assessment was released to the NASDAQ last week. People are looking at that now. And it shows an IRR of over 180%. So we're very confident in getting funding. We're very confident in getting the mine up and running.
Tony, we thank you for joining us today. That is Tony Sage of Critical Metals. Best of luck out there to you. Of course, a volatile market. Speaking of volatility, we're going to get a look at stocks moving under the hood this hour with Bloomberg's Denitsa Sekova. Taking a look at the banks.
Let's start with JP Morgan. It's still one of the few banks that are up on the day. It's up about 2%. And even the year-to-date loss we're seeing from the banks seems relatively small from what we're seeing from the sector. Of course, the good news today is the record equities market revenue. We're seeing about $4 billion. This is 50% increase. This is above what analysts were expecting. This is way above the record they saw 4 years ago. So clearly a very bullish development. Another development that's actually pretty warns consumers is the $1 billion pile for souring loans. This is also way more than analysts were expecting. So clearly that is something in the earnings report that is asking for caution. Of course, we had Jamie Dimon on Wednesday do that Fox interviews that Trump quoted when he was announcing the tariffs. What is he saying in the earnings call? He's saying that the most important thing to him is that the Western world stays united economically and militarily.
All right, yo, you got a glitch. The calls are going up now. Yo, so literally, the calls are going up. So I was down, same price. I was down 10% before I went to go pee, right? Hasn't moved. When it was going down, it went to 5%. Yeah, now it's going back to break even. So now the premiums on the call side are holding up. Let me see the put. Where's my free put now? Yeah, free puts are slashed. That's it. They were just up 40%, 50%, or 30%. So now calls are catching a bid. Let's see. And then meanwhile, bonds haven't done nothing has happened. We're still kind of just responding to the data. You have the post. Again, bank earnings weren't bad, but you're hearing the Jamie Dimon comments, and then that's it. I'm not a fan of Pfizer leaps. I don't like leaps on dividend stocks. Okay, now it's back to 10, but I want it, man, but I think they're scammers. I'm sold my QQQ. I took a 20% loss. So I lost 10% on both sides pretty much. And then I got my free put, but I'm not playing this game. Trump Putin meets with envoy Witkoff. I still have those shitty calls. I grabbed one of my sweet spot calls earlier. So I still have that one, but that's what I'm saying. I took the Strangle off the table. I think it could hit, but like I'm saying here, I came out with one good one, but I don't want to give them any money. I don't want to lose anything. I want to make it work good. So I think we might get a better opportunity in a little bit. Not like maybe in an hour or maybe in a couple of hours. So I'm not done, but I'm just not. I don't want a certain amount of risk right now. I want a better set. Because look, those puts are still up too. 10% now. C2K? No, we're going to play a game. Dude, I have a quiz, you guys. I have it, and I love it. Kahoot. So make sure you guys download Kahoot on your phone, or you could do it on the computer. But yeah, it's a really cool quiz. I have a quiz. I got pictures. Oh, and then we're going to give some money away. It'll be nice. We're going to do it at Philo time. So around like 10:30, assuming the market doesn't go too crazy. Kahoot. Just like that. Kahoot. All right, you're moving up. Watch that call, though, if you want to hold it. I liked it. But like I'm saying here, I don't like the premiums yet. No, I've never used Kahoot. You guys would always tell me about it, and now I finally did it. No, you guys told me about it. Yeah. Then, bro, I made a sample one, and I was like, dude, this is great. I love it. Bro. All right, let me see. Where is that play? Oh, yeah, I could have got a gain on it if I just waited 2 minutes. But like I'm saying, because if they pull the floor, I will make money off the puts, but I don't want to make my free puts go up, and then if I lose on the calls without the other side, it's not worth it. So I want a good play, but I thought we were about to go crazy today, but they pulled the plug, bro. They knew everybody was ready for it. That's what I was just saying yesterday. I was like, bro, liberals, y'all might think I talk a lot of shit, but I'm really impressed with what they did by being able to take the stock market hostage with that data. I was like, that's impressive as hell, bro. Yeah, Kahoot, it will be a quiz. You get points by being correct and by being fast. So we're going to do it in like a couple hours. Top 10 get the discount. Top 6 compete for the money. So, and we could have up to 2,000 people take the quiz. So it's all on the watch list. If you watch the watch list, it should be easy. And then, like I'm saying, I hope it offers you a reward. Today's a weird day for premiums, you guys. They didn't move it big pre-market. Some of the values held. Puts were up in the morning. Calls were down. Then it flipped. And then after the data and then getting rid of the event risk, it just changed a lot of the values. And now you're just moving extremely slow. Do you guys realize that every day this week, you are moving a couple percentage points by now? We have been here for 1 hour, and you haven't moved more than 0.5%. 1% top to bottom. Does that make sense? So now imagine that after up, down, 3, 4, gap 4, gap down 6, gap up 2, gap up 3. Oh, sell off, cash open, fake rumor, not fake rumor, China, fake rumor. Oh, no. And then, but now today, you're not doing it. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm like, wait a minute. I'm backing out, bro. I'm glad I got a free play, but even then, this is just like, bro, look around, you know? U.S. Iran. Not really, just watch oil. You can't watch the watch list? Yeah, you can. Stop complaining. I did it on Twitch last night. So you weren't there. You know, just don't blame me for it. The fuck? And the same guy, I try to help you with real estate, then you troll me the next day, no? So, come on, bro. Come on. Let you vent? Okay, let me vent. This is how I vent. At the low, bro, I'm telling you, it was terrible. My Strangle was good timing because it worked at one point. I had a 20-30% gap on it. But then after the data, and then they slowed it down dramatically, that's it. Everything stopped. I hit a good put play, but that was it. And then once I got a lot of them, and I made it free, so I'm glad I have the exposure. But that's what I was saying. I was like, listen, man, if I get away with 20% loss, it's better than losing 100% on both sides or 50%. Because if we just do this for another hour or two, that's it. We ain't doing nothing. You'll just lose 10-20% an hour. If it moves, that's what I'm saying. Pick a price. I still have shitty calls. I stream alerted one of them. I'm still in that. I got free puts, but I don't have from yesterday till today, I have tempered my expectations dramatically. And I think you should too. Just because, again, the speed is slower. Wait, though. Be on lookout. I'll warn you if it happens, but we just got to be on the watch for a pickup, and it has to get bigger. This is only 0.25% right now. And like I'm saying, every day this week, you were handling 2 to 5% moves, and the options would barely move on that. So this is kind of that 11% move we had. This is still some of that hangover mixed in with the fact that everybody pumped the Michigan data only to not react to it. And then, ta-da. For flips, for real estate, I just make sure it's a good price, man. That's all. You know, a lot of people are just overestimating what they think they could flip it for, and just be prepared if you had to, like, let it stay on the market. Yeah, but you may not. Stupid. This is what I'm saying. From here to here, even that QQQ I sold, it went up like 7%. I would have went to break even. I was at down 7 here. Stupid. And then if it fell, you would have lost 30%. And then it bounces back up, and then it won't get there. But so in a weird way, why I'm telling you this is just look at a play like as if you feel FOMO and you're like, oh, I'm missing it. Go look at the play. Chances are that one trick that I told you the other day, the premiums will start going probably when it breaks out. I don't even think you need to front run it. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know if we should be. China did say they're not going to retaliate more. So that was the good news about it. But I think the consumer sentiment, that's it. It was just this was your market mover all year. That's why I'm like, it's hilarious. But it's not there today. The data was bad, but maybe we'll see what people talk about later. But when it's all said and done, it's not anywhere near the last 3 consumer sentiments. Zelensky says Kyiv has data about at least several hundred Chinese nationals fighting for Russia. Small plane crashes in Boca Raton. Reports of casualties. Are we doing this again? The whole plane thing? Made it free is by buying more than one contract, and then it goes up. So if I spend $100, let's say, for a contract, right? And then, so like today, it moved down like 40%. So not there, but we'll use 100% to make it easy. You buy a contract for $100. It doubles up and goes to $200. You only spent $100. So what you do is you sell one of your 2 plays, get your $100 back, and then you walk away with one of them for free. Because now you have all your money back that you started with, and you have an option in your portfolio that you didn't have before. The quiz is not after hours. It's going to be at Fila. And you will need to be a member to access it because it's during Fila. Yeah, so that means I'm no longer going to give away money to people who are really mean to me. I know it's different than a couple years ago, but it's okay. Oh, I forgot. Can I do it again? Can I do it? I don't know if now is a good time to tell you. I mean, my straddle didn't work. One of the puts did. And now, I hope I could inform you good enough to save you some money, maybe make you some. But if you're here right now, can you please buy a membership? Because, again, we will need it at 10 a.m. when we do something. Ah! I got 10 on Twitch. Let's go, baby. But, yeah, if you could please buy one, I would appreciate it. And, honestly, every time I've asked, it's worked. So, until this stops working, I appreciate you. You won't regret it. That's what they say. I mean, Chad, you could tell. I won't ban you. Do any of you regret your membership? Are you like, I'm so mad I have a membership? Are you mad about it? Or is it a good value, do you think? No, not one bit. You love it. All right, there you go. 7 legal. That's the first one on YouTube. There's Luke, baby. It works. Thank you. I appreciate you, Luke. God bless the Chad. Let's go. But yeah, I'll see you at the Yosh games, baby. Alex Steiner. What up, Alex? Daniel Lee. It worked. Rodney. Oh, my goodness. See, thank you. I can't believe it. Ah! 20! Bro, this is crazy. Actually, thank you guys. So ask and you shall receive, apparently. Because I can't believe it, bro. We're on like a 5-day streak. You know that? Every time I've asked you guys. So thank you, man. It means a lot. That's why I'm excited, though. I'm excited for these games and everything else, man. You guys are going to have fun. And I got some good stuff for you, bro. All right, puts are up 12%. I was up 30%. Then I was down. Then we were down to break even here. And now it's back up to 10. That call play. Yeah, you ready? Ha! Yeah, bro. Bro, thank you. Thank you to the members. Are you ready for this? You know that QQQ that I sold out for a 10% loss? Where do you think it's at right now? Nah. Bro. It's literally down 20. Bro, it lost another 20%. So just by popping, going in the direction, and coming back down in a 10-minute window, it lost 20. Is that one? I got out of it at like 190. It was okay. Now it's coming. It was at 172. It's another 20%. It's crazy. That's what I'm saying, man. Just fucking kick it. We need an easy one. These aren't easy. You need the easy one. And now, if this reacted like every other one, would have been fire. But yeah, that one. That's what I was saying. It's not worth it if you get chopped away, and like you don't want to lose 100% of both sides. You got to be very careful. But yeah, that's what I was saying. I'll take a loss. I don't give a shit. Make it small and live to fight another day, and we'll get another. Still got the free puts. Sarmad, Chance, Riza, Fadian. Let's go, baby. Thank you, guys. Cameron. Woo! Napalm. Napalm or Napalm? Napalm the bomb. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the VIX. You might be able to get some. I want calls, though, like, as weird as that may sound. Because I already got those free puts now, but I like those shitty calls, but in the fact that we're not going down off of this such bad data, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I kind of want to call. I'm not feeling as bearish, if that makes sense. But then again, I have like good near the money puts now, ish, kind of near the money. Zelensky needs military pressure to force Russia to peace. Isaac, no, Ed. Elias, RK, baby. Wow, y'all listen, man. Y'all actually heard me, and y'all did it. So thank you, my friends. And then you're coming down. Feels good to be able to type. Well, I love it too, man. Honestly, I follow the rules. Don't, fuck with me in a negative way, bro. And I hope we can make the chat a good place for you. And let me know if you need anything. I appreciate it, bro. That's what I'm saying, for real, can I be an asshole? Can I be rude? And can I be a dickhead? I can. And I could be an egotistical prick. I am like that to motherfuckers who approach me like that. You know what I'm saying? But if you're really here to learn and you genuinely want to grow your wealth and you're willing to do it in the proper way, and you have a good intention and you're being genuine with what you're asking me, I will never treat you like that, okay? I don't know who needs to hear that, but I hope you do. And I hope you never forget that. That's what I'm saying, bro. Y'all want to chat and y'all really want to learn and real questions and not just here to argue and fight over politics or, hit me with weird jokes or come at me with weird energy. I'm always going to hit you with a genuine response if you're not hitting me with that negative energy, bro. So I appreciate you. Woo! I think you could use Kahoot and Watch on the same device. I'll have it live in front of it. It's going to be so fun. You'll be surprised. I remind you of your drill instructor. Did you say that on YouTube? Because that's the third time I've been called a drill instructor this week from all my military guys. You guys keep calling me a drill instructor. You guys know I've never served, right? So I don't know what they're like. That's it. All I picture is what's that one movie? Major Pain. That's all I think about is Major Pain. That's it. I'm like, do they think I'm Major Pain? You know what I'm talking about? That old 1990s movie? Like the Wayans Bros, yeah. Yeah, so I'm like, all right, guys. All right. Now I need to watch a clip. I need a clip. Clip it. That was a classic, bro. So this is me. Okay, you're coming down silver. Wait, silver on the high.
Is Major Vincent Winterfoot Payne. As of 0800, I am replacing Major Frankfurt as your commanding officer.
This is what I think when you guys tell me I'm a drill sergeant.
I have 8 weeks to turn you gaggle of maggots into a well-disciplined cadet unit.
Whoa!
From this day forward, your sorry
Amen.
asses belong to me. You are not 8.
All right, I see it. Honestly, I haven't seen this movie in 20 years, man, but I see it now. Now that I think about it, I'm like, all right, maybe you guys. I got 5 years to turn that portfolio to a law term. I know I have to rewatch it. That might be what I do this weekend. Musalem effects of tariffs could also affect wages. Thanks, Moosey. Okay, coming back down, like I said, let's see, premium, 13% on that put. So again, at this point, I was able to make it free on this same price. Whoa, hold on, Popper. Yo, watch out. Bro, something just snapped. Upside snap. Yeah, literally everything. Literally everything. What did I get filled at? Yeah, I don't know. Bro, something just snapped. Yeah, premiums aren't even moving. I went with something else. Fed Williams, economy, best, no way, that's it. Tariffs and trade key barriers, huge uncertainty. Honestly, it might be a pump fake. Be careful, but that's a big move. But yeah, they just jacked up premiums and then scammed it again. Fed Williams, longer term inflation. So don't we have what's her name speaking soon? Yeah. Caroline
What a
Levitt.
competition that was.
The fuck was that? Nah, bro, it was a scam. Wait for it. It's all Fed Williams. Policies well positioned for what lies ahead. Expects growth to slow considerably to 1% this year. Sees jobless rate between 4, 5, and 5. Bro, everything's fake today, bro. It's shitty as fuck. Yeah, bro, I just scammed all of it. The fuck? Yeah, dud. Dudderoony. We'll see. Wait till, I don't know, you might get something from Caroline Levitt, but that was weird as fuck. Because that brought up oil. I guess the yen or none of the currencies moved. That was her signal. No, they did. They all popped a little bit. It's too small. But yeah, it's hella scammy right now. So just be careful. Now some premiums are going back up. .8. Silver, gold moving. Yeah, bonds there the low. That moved bonds as well. Yeah, bro, just today's just like hella like odd like that. You've just been getting a lot of these like stop and go, but then it's like that's big, but then if it just slows down, it's nothing. You see what I'm saying? The first pop can raise the premiums, but the follow through isn't going to get you there. All right, yeah, pump fake. Be careful. I think you're switching gears, bro. Again, you're going to get Caroline Levitt. I'm still holding that one SPY put. That just went up now. That's it. They scammed. I wanted one of the short terms. That's not there. Popping nuke, bro, for real. No, that was fat, too. Comparative to all the other moves today. I mean, that was 4 points in 1 second. And then now you're back down. That so you literally went 527 to 522 in 3 minutes. I don't know, though. I kind of like that. Gold going up. TLT. Let me see those puts. I'm looking at another play. Let's see. TLT puts, they're up only 20%. It's scamming, but then if you want to go for the, that's a daily. That's why. But yeah, let me check the other ones. And then Baba, China dumping. You guys were just saying pin duo. I'm looking at the TLTs. Watch if you could get puts for next week cheap, but those ones aren't. You can't. That right there is kind of the problem. And then VIX is taking off now. Watch out. Bonds dying. Now VIX and that little fake just lured in a ton of people. But yeah, I'm still in the put. That's it. We only got one. We have multiple, but it's only one strike price I've identified today. But yeah, I just be careful though. Because this might not be what you think, a.k.a. just how you got pump faked here, you might get pump faked to the downside. Remember, we haven't had follow-through. So all of these little candles and the high lows exciting and all, but you have to realize we have not moved more than 0.5% today. Yeah, this is everything is. I'm leaning towards everything is trapping until we really get a move. So don't even let my excitement in my voice fool you. We're just not moving. Again, that's what's killing all the premium. You've moved 5%, 4, 3, 2, everything except small moves. And now, yeah, you see it. All right. Yeah, Caroline Levitt is going to talk soon. Well, I want to try something. I have an idea. Golden stocks? I mean, it used to be, it was just like a inverse and people would buy it as like a safe haven. But again, ever since like last year, it got a little wild. Okay, hold on. I think this play is gonna lose too, but I have an idea. Yeah, bro, that one play is crazy. We don't know how long Caroline will be speaking, no. Unfortunately. Yeah, TLT is getting there. Again, like 83.50 is the problem. Iron Condors kill it today. Yes, this is an Iron Condor environment for today. Make no mistake, because if we start breaking out, though, and that changes, well, then that changes, my brother in Christ. So, and then make sure you, have a good value on both sides. Wait, what? Okay, nothing on the wire. Bro, these bids are getting crazy. The hell? All right, that one's actually working for a little. Oh, I think I fucked up. And then coming back down. All right, I'm closing that one. I don't like it. All right, we'll see. Again, Caroline Levitt should be on any second. So whatever we get from her, I mean, again, she could talk anything from policy to not. So just watch out for that. And then gold is still just ramping up there. I think that's very interesting. All right, screw that. All right, man. Those SPY puts are still up 8%, the free ones. I see my Apple premiums keep moving. I don't know if you guys noticed that too. I mean, in a weird way, I feel like some people are getting ready for earnings here. And then don't forget, you did have banks. Iron condors, they might work. That's what I'm saying. As long as if we stay in 0.5 all day, you could rake in all that premium right now. That's it. The only risk is that you had bad data and everything else going on. You did have good PPI, but the risk is that we, that you move bigger than that. Post-zero close might change. Yeah, good question. It really might. Iron Condor, you sell a call and a put in a range, and pretty much you benefit. Yo, Tesla dropping. Oh, we haven't hit what's it called? Tesla Strangle. You haven't had any of those. Yeah, dude, Apple calls are going crazy. You guys remember those old Mays? Yeah, bro. How come no one's saying anything about this? Bro, Apple's just ripping. I've been saying it all day. Oh, really? I feel like I haven't seen it. German conservative leader set to be elected in parliament May 6th. Okay, bonds are moving up. SPY coming back down to the low. This is terrible, dude. Because like I'm saying, the amount of opportunities you have to lose on your calls is crazy. And then if it comes back up, you're not there. And then the puts are just like slow burn. Because my put's only up 20%. I made it free here. So trading here to here got me 40%. And now the remaining free put here into the low, it's only 18%. Like I'm saying, over here you're flirting with like break even or not. But it's just like a very slow, small. And again, yeah, high risk, very low reward. Until it's not. That's what I'm expecting. I think one of these moves is going to just unlock the premiums. But I don't know if that's going to happen now or 30 minutes before close. Okay, it's coming back down again. UVXY as well. Should use micro futures. I would, but I After what I saw 2 days ago, I'm totally fine without him. That's unfortunately, I don't like the scamminess right now. And like I'm saying, just Wall Street is not. I would not want to trade something with an unlimited loss when Wall Street is just randomly picking what data is important. I can't. That is a very. And then again with Trump, so I do think the futures are good, but like I'm saying, in some of these, I'm just keeping my back end small, and I don't have to really have to worry about that. But because I'm not really trying to like scalp, I'm not trying to take all of it. I just, hey, if we get a big move off of the data, low risk, high reward, it has worked for several months now, very, very well for me. But I've seen too many shockers that I'm like, yeah, bro, I don't know if I want that exposure. I'm not certain enough for leverage right now. And I don't think you should be either. I don't think anybody should. We don't have any Trump tweets, but we do have Caroline Levitt. I think this is important.
That's where it all falls.
Just because Angola hit with 200 million margin call as African bonds tumble. JP Morgan margin call the country. Financial Times. There's Apple. All right, it's picking up again. And let's see how long it lasts. I'm going to give you a play if you want it again. I'm not going to take this one. And then bonds. So getting a candle there. SPY just flirting with the low. Look at the low ticker. Actually, bro, we're 10 minutes away from Euro close. So time is flying, my friends. But let me get you a market checkup. So where are we at? 10 names green on the Dow, 20 in the red. NASDAQ 100, 23 in the green, 77 in the red. Well, yeah, so Lebowski, you're clapped now. I don't know why. That's the second time someone's done it, but it's cool. I like it. I think it's a good trade-off. You ban one person and then give the Chad the play. So, yeah, that's the one I called out. I said watch a UVXY 65 call. I'm not playing it, but that's the one for next week that if you really think we flush, that'll be the one that goes down. Or that could go from like 250 or 220 to like 4.6. But I'm not paid that. That one, I'm just watching it. So there you go. Good. Thank Lebowski, but it cost him his account. All I'm saying, man, y'all need to post these before I send out the alert. That's all. Otherwise, you're just posting my plays, and then yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, but most names are down. 87 green, 415 on the red. What time? All right, 8 more minutes till Euro. Oh, it is. It is a short week. I didn't know. Yes, it is Easter. We're getting close. Slowly bound. It sucks because you're one. I think Caroline Levitt is going to be big now. Because whatever the hell she says, I think even then we haven't moved a lot. I think you'll be very reactive towards the market. Or like towards anything she says. Liz Truss speaks at a Bitcoin conference. Oh, all right. There's that plane crash in Florida. Yeah, bro. Another plane crash today. $1K to 100. Your greed is getting to you, brother. Just take a win every day. It'll add up to $1 million. Do you get it? I pray you do. I want you to win, brother. Don't force it. Don't give yourself little weird targets. You see what I'm saying? Be at peace. Be free, brother. Be free. Small, good decisions. Be free. All right. I'm waiting. It was a joke? No. Oh, no. You're going downhill, bro. You're going downhill with that one. It's always a joke. Why did you see it? Yeah, bro. Be careful, bro. I'm worried about you now. I was just joking around until you said it was a joke. Because then most of the time when people say that as a response, you know the truth. You know deep down. You know why they wanted to say it. The pressure. Be at peace. Be at peace. I know, famous last words. All right. I'm going to go to the bathroom. 8:30. Get ready. 5 minutes till Euro close. Actually, no, I have one. I have one more, but I want to weigh it. But then again, I hate today. I already know. I'm glad. I can't believe I got a free spy, but I lost on the other ones. Any other strangles didn't work. And that's it. I got a little one. Just remember, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's a good time to bring that one up. I get that. Yeah. All right. I hate it, but I'm going to try one more, bro. Hold on. I might even be out of it by now. This keeps going. All right. Yeah, premiums are like climbing too. But get ready for Euro close. Jack Ma wants AI to serve. What?
You're hockey that the technology should protect livelihoods and make lives
All right,
better.
I'll be right back. Follow me on Instagram at the Training for Training.
Coming up,
I
analog
love you.
devices,
God bless
Texas
America.
Instruments, big declines. We take a deep dive into two of city's top semiconductor picks. The timing of that call, very different from where the stocks are heading right now. This is Bloomberg Technology.
The future of trading is here.
With new gambling. Bet on events. What? Where's CNBC? I feel like I haven't heard CNBC all day. Where you at, guys? But yeah, just get ready for Euro close. I'm expecting a little baby bounce on Euro. And then we see where it takes us. JD. Woo. Gamble on your gamble. Brought to you by CME. Yeah, I don't got it. U.S. and Ukraine reopen talks on mineral deal. All right. Yeah, bro. That was a fat pop. The premiums only went up 2%. Stupid. U.S. Ukraine. Yeah, it's coming out now. New York Times. 5254 oil. Nothing has moved, bro. We've been chilling. Absolutely chilling. And then those SPY puts are up 7. Oh my goodness. All right, well, let's see. I'm waiting to go pee. TLT, yeah, it's going up. I mean, and the market and Apple. Like I'm saying, at Euro close, I'm expecting a little bounce, but you just never know on a day like today. Yeah, bro, I just bottom ticked that perfectly. I only made 5%. I hate it. Yeah, I'm out. I took 5%. Fuck that. I went bigger on it because it was near the money, but it's stupid, bro. That was perfect. Even if it runs, I like it. But, yeah, I'd hold that if you really like it. It's a good entry, but I'm over this shit. So I was saying, I think the way we're going to make money is knowing that it's harder to make money today. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I don't think I'm doing bad ideas. I'm hitting good prices. I'm going on the low end. And like, you know, and one they're working, there's a little bit, but it's too small. And then with how much I'm risking, it's not, one of these is just going to fuck us up. So I'm going to just take them while we're winning. But I really, I'm very hesitant. I think you're going to make the most money by knowing how hard it's going to be to make money right now. So until we get the easy one, we need to wait for Caroline or some policy. We need something to like set us off, you know? And then look at the bonds. Bonds. All right. Breaking news. San Francisco's... I want CNBC. Come on, CNBC. Where y'all at? Commercial again? CNBC. I got to listen to propaganda. I need to go pee, bro. I'll BRB.
First off,
Take
we're the
from
most beautiful
State
city in the world. Second,
what up, baby?
The horsepower is here. The intellectual horsepower is here. We have great universities, including UCSF around here. And young people want to be in urban environments. They want to be in San Francisco. That's been proven true throughout history, and we're going to prove that again. We have great arts and culture institutions. We were just named the culinary capital of the country. So we have so much to be proud of, and we know that workers want to be here. Our CEOs who we're talking to, they know that their employees want to be in San Francisco. No offense to my friends down in the peninsula, but people live in San Francisco, and we want them to work here, and we do have to get competitive. But it starts with safe and clean streets. Our property crime rates have dropped 35%. Our violent crime has dropped 15%. Car break-ins in February, the lowest in 22 years. This is a safe American city, and we want everybody coming back to work here, to play here, and to live here.
Mr. Lurie, how is the White House and its tariffs policy going to impact your ability to do what you've just outlined, bring more of the technology industry to the city?
Mayor.
Well, listen, we are all, and you all are reporting on it minute by minute. The uncertainty is impacting everybody around the globe. And so we have to plan for that
San
here
Francisco.
at City Hall. We're working with our department.
How I feel like about San Francisco is what radicalized Elon. You know how Elon's like, the mind virus got my son. Like, that San Francisco got my sister. So, fuck San Francisco. Great food, though. Great fucking food. Amazing food. Better than New York. But other than that, I'm not staying past dinner. Gotta go. All right, you're going up. That play is running now, actually. So the one I just flipped is actually working. That's good. That's a good sign. But again, the same move from here to here got me 40%. Here to here got me 5. Now you got like 12. So not bad. But I'm out of it, all right. I'm not, like I said, it's very, very slow. I know, dude. I was in San Francisco at peak lawlessness. Bro, it was the wildest thing. You rent a car, they tell you not to leave anything in it. You park your car, bro. I would just walk, and I would just see mad windows just smashed. My sister got her car. Bro, it's funny because she's, like, oblivious to it. I'm like, how do you still not realize this? Bro, she had her window smashed 3 times. So, literally, she parks her car, leaves nothing in the car, and they still smash her window. One of them even hit her rear window. I'm like, why would they even open up the trunk window like that? It doesn't even, they just hate you. And I was like, damn, bro. Not in a week. This was over a couple of months. But at one point, though, bro, it was very bad in San Fran. Like, there were signs at every public place, and they were just saying, don't leave anything. Like, you are better off rolling your windows down. Park your car in public, take everything out of it, and roll your windows down, and let motherfuckers go through your car so that you don't have to replace your window. That's what it was like. No exaggeration. This is not hyperbole. Yeah, it's not. I mean it. It's not hyperbole. No, seriously. No, really. Fed Williams, key to not overreact to any one point of data. Soft data has weakened a lot, but hard data has held so far. Yeah, no, I think the key is that we should never move Fed policy unless it's 2 months ahead of the election. I think that everything else is an overreaction. But if you respond with policy to unchanging data 2 months ahead of the election, I think that is not overreacting. I think that is how you position yourself properly, Fed Williams. So yeah, I agree. Time to get educated. Nah, man, you don't need to buy any course, bro. Trust me. If you listen and if you watch the watch list, I'll walk you through this all. That's what I'm saying. Like, every one of these days, bro, on the premiums, I have been trying to, that's what I mean. Like, some people want my exact plays. You got to pay for that now because y'all fucking attacked me for no reason. But other than that, if you're listening to what I'm saying, I genuinely think I could help you at least save a little money and avoid a couple of tricks, because that's all you got to do is just be mindful of how the premium's moving, what's going on in the day, kind of how it differentiates. And if you're listening to some of these call outs and when I'm telling you what premium's up and down, it'll help. So you don't need to buy a course. Just lock in, baby. Lock in. Okay, back to VWAP. I should have held it, but now it's not going up as much. Oof. Yeah, I could have got good ones there. Ooh. Okay, now it's really running. 50. So you got over 10% on it, but it like slows down. Right when it goes crazy, the play slows down. So weird. Where do you pay for the exact plays? That would be on your stream alerts. But wait till today. We're going to do a game, a quiz. So if you actually watch the watch list, I don't think you deserve to pay a lot for stream alerts. I think you should get a discount. And then we're going to give away a lot of money. I don't know, though. I got to check. I wanted to see. I wanted to give away a crazy amount, but let's see how today goes. We'll give away a gold coin. And if that works out well, I would love to do another one. And then again, if you guys ruin it, I'm not going to do it again for 5 years. Because that's what happened last time. I was giving away a couple grand a fucking week at one point. And then y'all just wanted to go ahead and cheat and be weird about them. So as long as this works out, we could do a lot. All right, bonds and stocks. Fed Williams, no one questions Fed commitment to price stability, unlike 1970s. Yeah, we just question your political bias. That's all. Oh, MSTR went? No. I wanted a Strangle. I got like $5 off a Strangle, and then I got rid of it. Oh, I like that one. Oh, but those plays were shit. Okay, you're moving up, man. I have those other shitty ones. I should have held the first call, but, go look at the stream alert and what I was telling you guys earlier, Euro close. So 8 minutes ago, and now that was your second rally, I guess. Yeah, this one and then this one, or this one too, but this actually held up for a little bit. All right. Okay, bro, you're really launching now. That's it. Those SPY puts too, I think they're down now. That's the first time they've been down all day. Yup. Yeah, now SPY puts are down 14%. Crazy. It's actually really crazy. Old SPY calls are down 30. Those are the shitty ones from the morning. Yeah, Apple, we got that play still. So that one's actually walking. But yeah, now the put premiums are getting slashed. And now they're giving a little bit to the calls finally. CPU, CEPU. The game, well, we're going to start in an hour 20. So get ready. All right, that just moved premiums. That changed premiums right there. So at the end of the day, that slashed the puts on this move, 4 minutes. But really, last 2 minutes, slash preems, some calls got juice, and then that's it. That's it. JK, welcome, baby. All right, and maybe it just all calmed down. Okay, yep. Bonds are back to fucking open, man. It's crazy. That's what I'm saying, bro. This has all just been a fucking premium robbery. So that's it. Just back and forth and 0.5% on a week where you have had so many records set on just pure movement. You set like 3 different movement records, and then all of a sudden now we're moving 0.005. So yeah, you just got to adjust to that. That's the thing. You got to know fast, slow, fast, slow. Today's one of the slow ones. So look, let me see that SPY put now. Yeah, now the SPY put's down 3. So now your calls are washed still. Puts are now break even. And all you did was, now you're just at the open. Red light. Green light. Yeah, bonds are catching a bid. That's good. AU, Apple's just running. And Microsoft, dude, all the big tech. Hold on, man. I don't know. Yeah, TLT is really running right now. I don't know. It's just everything's so tight. Intraday really running. Just compared to the movements today, that's large, but let's see how long it lasts. Exemption from China is a possibility. We heard some of that in the morning. Again, there was China retaliation. You literally just moved $1 on Apple into the high. MRT. I feel like I saw that. Marty. Be careful. Very illiquid. The game is going to be at 10, 15. And it'll take about 20 minutes for the quiz. It's 45 seconds a question, 20 questions. EA on the high and Boeing. Caroline was supposed to be on, but I have not seen her. They're in the room right now. They're setting up the press room. Saihan. Welcome, baby. Yeah, TLT plays with time. I mean, people are the uncertainty. And they should go up. There should be volatility. Because, again, we still don't know what really is going to happen. We have not done today's push-ups. Let's get it. I'm down. I made a play and then went to the bathroom. It was 0 close 15 minutes ago, but, yeah, man. Stand up on a Friday, move around, relax. Eyeballs, chest to the sun. Flex the core. Woo! Get a good movement in here. All right. Still holding that level. That was interesting. Oh, man. Get that workout in. Yeah, TLT's not bad. Not bad. Banked another 20. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I mean, it's doing good, though, since Euro, but you're just unchanged. And then again, that's it. Play action on consumer sentiment. You thought it was going to be the run play. You thought they were going to run it on the data. They didn't. Apple running. Intel was down earlier. So I don't know if Apple starts running, see if you get it, but Apple just keeps going. Again, those premiums, even with the ghetto spread, you're making more money because the ghetto spread's not going down as much as you're making on the call. So that's very, very good. And I already made them free. The white news box? No, Joy, I'm going to time you out. You've been complaining a lot. Just stop asking me for shit. Thank you. That's it. Whatever you see is what you're going to get. If you don't like that, go to Bloomberg or go pay another kid on YouTube. It's very simple. Okay, bonds, dude. That's kind of crazy because SPY moved up with it, but, I mean, nothing as in the last 24 hours. I mean, when was the last time we saw straight up on TLT, bro? Yeah, you haven't. I'm telling you, in the last 24 hours, bro, I think we've seen this once post auction yesterday. But, yeah, I haven't seen a climb and hold, even like a lead. Yeah, yen is leading now. I mean, it's funny because, again, now the yen... That's like the irony is that everyone's like, no, the dollar, we don't like America. And then they're buying the yen. That's really funny if you think about it. Like, it's kind of ironic because, you know, and they're like, we don't trust America. So we're going to buy the currency that we lost faith in for the last half a decade and failed to catch a bid because of the most amount of debt in history. So, yeah, well, Swiss franc makes a little sense. All right. Still mover-rooneying on up. Intel is waking up. I know some of you like that. Like that. You're going to get a little philo, but philo today is going to be a game. A quiz in a game challenge. Well, I do got a couple of quick philo words. Hey, Matt. See, I got to get the Zoom set up. I forgot. It wasn't letting me log in the other day. But, yeah, we're going to have to get that ready, and then we'll be good. But, yeah, it's actually almost 10. I didn't realize. We have 1 hour. Apple. You have to be on camera, yes. That's kind of the point of the game we're going to play. It's going to be very emotional. It's going to be savage, actually. That's what I actually encourage, savagery. because it's a game you're gonna learn a lot from. It's very, very effective. I'm so excited for this. You have no idea. You have no idea. Yeah, Humana. Watch Elevance, CVS, and anybody else. Your camera shy? That's okay, but just don't participate. You just won't be able to win the money. It's not. No worries. Where is oil? Oil, I can't believe oil's even at 60. Again, this is why CPI, PPI, it's all coming in lower. I mean, oil has dropped a lot. We were in the 50s earlier, but it's kind of stayed pinned. Caroline, I don't know. She was supposed to come on like an hour, like over here, bro. That's when I saw the video and people were setting up. I guess that was an hour ago, but I still have the feed. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. What? That's weird. Guild on the high. Again, medicine, healthcare play has been doing good in the last like 10, 20 minutes. They make this another Wednesday. What happened Wednesday? Just rumor? I mean, look, it's holding up very well. Ironically, I didn't realize it till I just showed you. We're just chilling at the one level, man. It's kind of crazy. Econ dropout. Well, I know your other account. So please don't let me ban that account and do the same thing that got you banned today. Appreciate you. But yeah. You may not apply for Chad Court. No. Just don't do what I ask not to be done. That's all. And if you don't want to listen to me, you don't have to listen to me, but I don't have to deal with you. That's how it works. So follow the rules. If not, no worries, but go somewhere where they will let you do what you want. See, again, we're moving there. But this is where the breakdown level was. Remember yesterday I was telling you guys pretty much like 51.22. This is that level. We're just holding it. It's kind of crazy. Well, you don't have stream alerts? Well, it's obvious you're getting the info somewhere. But do you want to keep wasting my time with this talk? Do you see the point? This is why I just ban people and move on, because it gets in the way of other people, because now I have to explain this to you, and now they have to listen. So, I'll see you on Monday, brother. Just please. Y'all need to take your bans and move on. Okay, Bond's coming down after that whole fiasco, and then we're just still chilling. The 3 bars is 1 minute, 30 second, 5 minute, and then 1 minute. Or no, 30 second, 1 minute, 5 minute. It's like RPM gauge. If you ever in your car, you know, the revving, that's what it is. Boring. Am I setting up a dress code? No. You could do whatever you want. I mean, if you're inappropriate, you'll just get banned. And then, like I'm saying, I mean, if you know me and you've ever played a game with me, I'm serious about it. So, Like, you could actually make a lot of money if you're open to it. So, I don't know. It's up to you. That's what I'm saying. If you take it seriously, I could probably offer you the easiest $3,000 you'll ever come across. Otherwise, if you want to not have a shot for doing nothing, you don't have to. It's just to have fun and be normal. So if you want to ruin it, go ahead. But other than that, yeah, as long as it's not inappropriate, you're good. You could wear a bikini, I guess. Why not? That's fine. My sisters weren't allowed to wear bikinis, but you can. That's, I guess. Everything's kind of moving, bro. You could make a Kahoot on your phone, and that will, that's like, it's easy to do it on your phone, but you could even just go on a web browser. So you don't necessarily need to download anything. Yeah, you don't need an account. You just type in your name, and then that's it. No. Email me, and I'll let you know. That's it. Just make sure you're not buying the most expensive house in the last 3 months. And thank you for your service, my friend. Woo! Yeah, bro, you're still climbing up, man. We should have held that one play. The Euro close play hit. All right, not bad. Couple names moving. Even uranium. Chips are bouncing. I even see ARM and then Intel. Well, for the quiz, you don't need anything. The quiz, you don't need it, but if you make it to the top 6, if you want to compete for the money, you will need a camera. Israel delivered response to Egyptian mediation proposal. Bro, I forgot we did play Deal or No Deal. Was it with $1,000 instead of $1 million? We should do that. But this game today, I think you guys are going to learn something. So that's why I'm really excited about this. That's why I don't know. That's it. Here's how it's going to work. If this game goes really well and everybody gets good out of it and you guys don't act how we did a couple years ago, a.k.a. cheaters and being weird about stuff, I will do a lot of these. I'm totally fine with that. But make no mistake, if you guys ruin it after this today, I'm going to go take all of that money and go and buy a Lamborghini. I'm being dead serious, too. I will post a picture right when I go and buy it, and I'll be like, damn, once again, all we had to do was just be respectful and have community. But so let's not ruin it today. But if you do, I'm going to get a new car. I don't have to give away this money. I give all my charity stuff in private. This isn't even charity. I don't view this as charity. I view this as something I want to do. This isn't me tithing. That doesn't count as tithing. It's a fun game, and I think we have a good community. It'll be members only. We can make it fun. If it's not fun and it's weird, I'm going to go do something fun for me. So very simple. So we'll give it a shot today. We haven't done one of these in years, so I'm excited. What Lambo's on the menu? I can't even say it. The Revolto. I want it. But I don't want a hybrid. And then you guys know what I'm excited about? The one thing that everybody missed. Like, everyone's getting all worried about, like, the economy and growth. And then, like, they're worried about deflation, right? The only thing I'm excited about is I can't wait till Ferraris go back down to like 100K. You guys know that? You guys know supercars used to be like more affordable? I don't know how to describe this. I know it sounds really dumb, but there was a time, bro, where like Lambos and Ferraris were not as crazy as they are right now. So that will be the only good thing that'll come out of deflation. Mm-hmm. Bro, in like 2016, 2018, bro, Ferraris were cheaper. It was a lot of money back then. But, dude, that's why I see some of these prices now for a Ferrari or a Lambo, and I'm like, yeah, that's insane. That's insane. Because, like, dude, even when the economy was good, it was like they would go down in value. Ferraris would tank, bro. But, yeah, now it's a little different. Salzgitter ends talk with GP on takeover. I don't know what that means. I think it's a company. Long term. That's good. As long as you separate your long term from options, that's fine. But just make sure, again, the options is gambling. That's all. As long as you... People don't like it when I say that, but I think it prepares you very well because I gamble. I think all my option trades are gambling. Even if I've hit 90% of them, it's still gambling. Even if I have an edge, it's still gambling. It's just the nature of what it is, right? It's an insurance contract, and you are speculating exactly. It's all speculative. That behavior in and of itself is gambling, and that's okay, but it's only wrong if you don't have control of it, if you don't have a budget and you don't have discipline, okay? Because even in the professional world, there is a way to go after high-risk strategies like options in an appropriate manner. And you do that by separating it from your core portfolio, your long-term, and then making sure that there is a budget on it. You cannot go outside of a certain range on short-term gambles, win or lose. As long as you do that, you're good to go. Mm-hmm. Don't say this out loud when my fiance's in the room. Stop it. You know me, Finra. Finra, you know me. You just want me to snitch on everybody who got options in their account. You know damn well if I hear that, I'm going to snitch on you. So you know damn well. I know. See, I know what you know and what that is. So you know damn well exactly what I was going to do, bro. So, so I don't know, man. Ladies or fellas, if you're listening right now and your significant other says that they listen to me and they're like, yeah, Josh, oh, this stream, ask them to view their portfolio. Again, I'm green on the year, on my long term. Even though the whole world has gone down, we are green on our long term. That is a fact. Go look at their portfolio. If all you see is a date like expirations, here, I'll show you. And it says expirations, your significant other is lying to you about what they are doing here. Okay? Because I do gamble, but I don't even tell them my gambles. I tell them the long term, and that has worked so effectively you can't even lose even if you really tried. Even after one of the biggest global sell-offs in the world. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm break even on the year. That's what I'm saying. So, but go press positions and look at their portfolio. You see how it just says NVO and the name? But if you see something that says call or put, they're just gambling. And they're lying to you about what they're getting from my stream. And they may gamble away your future if you don't watch them. So watch out. But yeah, I had to snitch on everybody right there. Brought to you by Finra Narc. That's his name in the chat. Literally Finra Narc. So you can't get mad at him. That's literally his name. And if you don't know what Finra is, you might want to take a step back from gambling on options until you learn some of these things. And that's okay. And I'll be here to help you for free. You don't need to even buy anything. but you do have to listen to me tell you not to gamble and shit like that. So, yeah, harsh reality, harsh reminders. I should have held the fucking SPY play. Oh, I would have made 50% on that one more. Yeah, so that SPY call, if you held it, it was big too. Oof. That one was a big one. That hit really good. Apples are killing it. We got 200% on the free ones, and the ghetto spread still work with it. So your ghetto spread on it isn't going up as much as the other contract. Yeah, that was a gamble, 100%. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, I have a budget for my gambling, and above all else, at this point now, my long term is way. And I did wire out at the end of last year. I bought a house. We did good. I had a big account. I hit really big on the yen and some other things, and I said, let's move it to a crib, baby. But I have a good long term, and I have a good budget on the long term, and I keep that there. But that's like the whole point. So as long as you separate them, you have a balance in a budget that you stick to, that's what's going to take you a long way. That's so bad. SPY puts are down. Bro, SPY puts are down 30. The free one. That's not bad. It was down way more. And then are you ready? You know the Strangle? The one I sold for a loss. If I held it, I would have only made 10%. And then you would have been down 40% at one point. Scammers. I made you feel bad for gambling. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you felt good about ruining your future? Oh, I made you feel bad about a bad habit that'll ruin you? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Oh, man. Who knows? Maybe you'll have a future. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, did I offended your gambling? Oh, how inconsiderate of me. Oh. All right, just be careful, bro. I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but gambling uncontrolled it ruins people. So, all jokes aside, I've seen bad things happen, man, okay? So just be careful, all right? Just be careful. And if what I'm saying speaks to you, try to respond to it in an appropriate manner, The goal is to get rich. You know what I'm saying? My goal is not to make you feel bad. And if you do feel bad about something that's bad for you, I really don't give a shit. But at the end of the day, you should get a bag. And you're going to get a bag by using what you have appropriately. And you can gamble a little bit and you can play some options, but you have to do it the right way. You have to separate it. You got to budget it out. And as long as you have that control, I would feel way more confident in that than just randomly throwing shit and not having a plan for your future. Like I'm saying, we could trade options all fucking day and make sure that it doesn't negatively impact our future. And you can make it where you could trade options every single day, and no matter what happens, it only has upside. That's what I mean by that. Because if you are only using 10% of your 10% on options, even if you lose every single play, that other 90 is going to still get you a crib and whatever else you want. So there's only upside if you do it the right way with discipline. Is it boring? Is it limiting? Yes. That's the only catch. You're like, what am I going to do with $20? What am I going to do with $100? I could only make one play, 2 plays. Exactly. That's the point. But you go within whatever you have. But if you could work through that and build that up into something, those first couple plays hit, boom. Now you might just have an account you could use forever. You'd be surprised. But you have to have the budget and discipline. And like I'm saying, there's only upside if you do it the right way. Bro, look at Teal. Dude, I haven't seen one of these in a while, man. I'm telling you. When was the last we haven't seen this even after the auction? Yeah, bonds are squeezing. We have not seen that in a minute. Yeah, everything. All right, I'm selling the free puts. They're down 30, but they're still worth a lot of money. I should wait for the next pullback, but let me see. But yeah, I had an idea. I put it on the stream alert. I said calls at Euro close, and it worked. But I should have held the first one, made some good money on it. But now, even that, but they didn't kill the puts a lot. I'll wait. I don't think they'll kill it that much actually, because I'm down 30. I think it'll go just like the QQQ. I think they'll take it down 40, and then they'll give me one opportunity to get back break even or down 10. Maybe, or if I'm wrong, I'll just get burned. But it's already free, but I like it. It's worth money. That's why I'm like, give me my money. Money. No, I did not see that YouTube video. I banned you. Don't bring up any other YouTube channel in my channel. Because no one's ever came to me and been like, hey, Josh, I found you because one of your chads was posting about it in one of the other chads that I go to. And I've never had that happen. I know, weird. Oh, I need to log into Zoom. I'm excited. You talk about me in a Twitch streamer strat? Yeah, because I banned all of you on the Twitch. So you have to go somewhere else. Well, why can't I load it? Well, my Zoom doesn't work. It's going to be a problem. We're at the high. I'm trying to get this up. No, the competition isn't on Zoom, but the winners will need there. All right, now it worked. Beautiful. Nice. It's not even my Zoom, it's lending tips. It's everything. It's multiple choice, it's fill in the blank, it's everything. Top 6 go to Zoom to compete for money. We're going to start in like 45 minutes. Yeah, I got to get this set up. Do I still have my TSM place? Come on, bro. If you ask me one more time, what do you think will happen? I bet you the Chad knows. I bet you the Chad knows. Top 10 get a discount on stream alerts. Top 6 play for money. Transferred Fidelity. Yeah, you can. Fidelity was easy for me. I had problems transferring an account, and Fidelity saved my ass. That's why I kind of appreciated them. So I don't get paid to tell I don't do any brokerage deals. So I did back in the day, and then they were kind of scammy, so I stopped it. Tastyworks. But so any brokerage I tell you, I am not incentivized to tell you any of this. So this is just my own personal opinion, but I like the big brokers. I like the E-Trade, Schwab, Fidelity. Those are going to be good. How many winners out of 6? Only one. It's winner take all. So everybody will get a discount on stream alerts. Some people that may be valuable to them, it may not be. And then that's it. After the Zoom, the winner gets all the money. Only one winner. Winner take all. And you will be competing against other Chads. And yeah, there's a lot to it. Long vol, baby. What up? You think PNC about to sweep? He's been on fire, baby. He's been on fire. One gold coin. Or I'll just give you the money. I don't know. We got to see. But technically a gold coin is worth $50. So, yeah. Because I think if I send you more than $2,000, I have to send you a 1099. So there will be taxes on it if you do receive the full amount. Make sure you declare it, because I will. I have to. We're not allowed to give away more than $2,000 without doing it. If I gave a gold coin, it's $50 technically. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't think we're on melt mode yet, but you could be. But I don't think you have the right data for melt mode. You get what I'm saying? You just had bad data. You had good PPI, very good PPI and hard data. But then again, I was looking for a bounce off Euro close. I stream alerted it. That hit. And I still got a free put. But other than that, we could melt, but I don't think it's there. But I wouldn't rule it out. You know, I just think today is a very slow day. We have not... We're lucky right now. You're pushing it. You're redlining 1%. The biggest stretch we've had today, you can't even get past 1%. So the movement is very, very low, and that's what's kind of making the options difficult. Yeah, this is the chillest, but then I don't know. I don't trust it. That's why I'm glad I held that one put. But then I'm glad I got rid of the other ones, because it's just like I feel that it's slow, and I'm like, okay, step away from danger. But at the end of the day, it's like this is oddly too slow, but then this is the game, because we are in this uncertainty, on, off, red light, green light, you know what I'm saying? But it is like anything could happen, so head on a swivel, but this is the slowest day in weeks right now. This is not what we're used to. ATO, NEM, Go Play's moving up. May I ask why you haven't made a long-term purchase? No, you may not ask, because you don't really care. I've talked about it a lot. If you watch the watch list, you would have this answer. Chad, why haven't I not made a long-term purchase? So no, you don't even need to ask me. I bet you the Chad knows. The real ones know. So Chad, why have I not added to my long-term in the last three months, let alone this but gigantic dip? No, it's not because the deals aren't good enough. I was actually just telling you the other day, look, the names are actually lower. I'm not about pricing right now. Price is important to me, but not really as much right now. The rest of you got it. This is the cash. I'm low on cash. That's it. I need to get to at least 10, 20% cash. I'm overweight equities for a long time. You know, we were early. We bought early. We rotated early. That's why we are still green on the year right now. Again, the whole world is red. I can't believe it. Even the world index, excluding America, we're outperforming it. we're not outperforming in the sense that we're making money while everyone's losing. We're just losing less. We did not get hit the same way. We were last in line on our portfolio. So, but that was as a result of buying equities in advance. But now I have no cash. Even though I've stacked up these deposits, I only have 3.9%, 4% cash. So even if I save every deposit, it's going to be there. Trump says Codwalder will provide $1 million in pro bono legal fees. I got a shitty one for you. You guys want a shitty play? Yeah, why not? I got a shitty one for you. Like, really shitty. Just in case. I'll stream alert. Just watch this one, though. Just in case, but I see something. TOT running. Oh, yeah, I got to see the other ones. Yeah, bro, TLT. Yeah, that one I did not play it. I'm just saying, watch that. Just like the other ones, if we get a this was a terrible play. But if this melt kind of changes or we get aggressiveness, watch for that play to lag, and then you could jump in on it if we really get volatility. Otherwise, just ignore it. Just ignore it and wait. If anything hits, you know where to look. Mr. Mistre, thanks for the gift of for real, bro. Shout out to Twitch, man. Amen. And I'm glad Mystery did good, bro. He told me he stopped gambling. He said he's making good changes, bro. Oh, did it? Yeah, we're still waiting on Caroline Levitt. They don't feel me. Yeah, she's not live yet. Okay. All right, now you can grab it. Because look, do you see what I'm saying? You just had a fat red and that play didn't... Actually, no, wait. I thought that was bigger. But that's exactly what I wanted. Because look, that you went red. That play's not moving. That's the whole point. That's where I was telling you, man. If we do get real volatility, these shitty plays, they're not going to be good. But if you are like scared and you need one, or like we saw the other day, if we get really lucky, they'll hit 1,000%. But just watch the lag. That's what you got to do right now. What I was telling you on defense the other day on the watch list, you just got to make sure you're aware of that. You know, there's going to be plays that they don't move. They're going to start moving or be lower once it's already breaking out. That's the one you're going to want. Or be aware of it so you don't overpay for any of the other options. Tesla flushing. Whoa. Remember, somebody said there was a fat call that came through. I want the Tesla puts, but they're too crazy. But yeah, I just flushed $3. SPY again coming down. The EU probe news. At this point, I don't even think we're reacting to anything. I don't think it's anything driving us right now. I think the problem is the range right now. Like, obviously, in the sense of, like, we just absorbed a lot today, but this is what's making everything weird. All of these moves are too small. The range is tight. And this doesn't make sense with how crazy everything has been. So that either means we're going to do nothing today, or this is just going to all hit at once. Maybe towards the end or randomly, or we need like a real policy mover. I think you need a real big gust of wind for these sales. Otherwise, it's not there. No, I don't like those as much. I've hit good Tesla options. It just, again, this is here's the deal. When you guys are hearing me say some of this stuff, you have to realize there's plays and you could get ideas right now, but the one thing I have to keep learning to get better at this is you have to say no. You know what I'm saying? Like yesterday, all those straddles, there was a window for 30 minutes and then all day, all the plays sucked. You get what I'm saying? So same thing even in this case here where it's like Tesla, looking at it, it's like it's already down so much. All these premiums are there. I like it, but I don't want to overpay. So that's why it's like you just got to wait or do nothing. But if you kind of force it, you might just be spending a lot of money for something that's not good. Or again, it'll be easier to lose, harder to make money. Way to post your plays. I like it. See, you guys posting plays and they're different than the ones that I was telling people about. I like it, man. Thank you. Look how easy that is. Yeah, the risk to reward's not. It's really, really not. But don't worry. We got head on a swivel. I'm ready, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting overly hyped, so I'm getting into bad moves, you know? But I'm ready. I'm ready to go right when something happens. That's what you have to be right now. I need you so ready that you can react in a second, but where you're prepared enough where you don't jump. No false start, no offsides. You get what I'm saying? That's what you need to wait for right now. I think everyone's going false start, offsides, encroachment. That's what keeps happening on all these moves. Everybody is just we're trying to like force these little moves on the date, but it's just not there. It is not there. We wait, we'll get an easy one and call it a day. Everything, bro. I told you, even that QQQ, I'm glad at what I did. The only one I'm mad at is that SPY play. The one that I had on Euro close, I should have just held that bitch. That would have paid me good. Actually, no. Where is it? Yeah, no, that one plays still up. That was the only one. And then I still have those free SPY puts from today, but... Oh, Chad. I'm going to throw... I just sold my MSTR calls for a loss. Fuck me. Oh, Chad. Are you kidding? Yeah, this is... I got 2 hits today, but yeah, this is my slow... I just sold my MSTRs for a loss, and then they just popped up. And now SPY going up. It's okay. Slow day got me. A little bit. I mean, I made more money than I've lost, but it's just not hitting like everything. Again, that put and then the call did good for me. But I lost on my QQQ. I lost on my second MSTR. I hit the first one. What else did I lose on? Yeah, that's it. Oh, GLD. I had a GLD play. That was just a lotto. But yeah, no luck, no dice. Does that one have time? No. I didn't fat. It's just too slow. That's it. And it makes sense. I think this makes a lot of sense. This is the first time I'm telling you guys in a while. I'm like, damn, this one's not hitting. This one's not hitting, right? Yeah, what's the only difference? It's slow as fuck. This is just what PNC was saying yesterday. He's like, I realize I'm not a bad trader. I just need volatility. So yeah, that's the problem right now, is that you don't have volatility. You get what I'm saying? You're not getting the real big moves right now. This is still not even 1%. Everything that's happened today, you are not even up 1%. Yeah, TLT there. Mm-hmm. Oh, yo, those Walmart calls came back up. All right, you're ripperoonieing. WTF. I still have those free shares. All right, big rip right now. Trump says Kirkland and Ellis over Shearman. Something about a provide $500 million pro bono. Trump is talking, I think, and we're waiting for Caroline Levy. There you go. It's still, don't be fooled. This is tiny, you guys. Do not, like I'm telling you, none of this is 1%. Let me say that again. Yesterday, you gapped down 3. Day before that, gap down 5. Day before that, gap down 4. You have not moved 1%, including pre-market. So that's the only problem there. So write it out, though. But what I'm just saying is, like, think about where the market is going to end today. I hope you get that. Think pricing where you want it to end, because it's moving so slow. It's going to be easy to trick you on anything in the middle. But yeah, you're breaking out though now. And bonds too. You haven't seen this shit in a minute. All I'm saying, I'm just speaking in terms of premium. I'm just saying, I don't know how much this will help you depending on what you're trying to do, but noticing that the velocity of today right now is a lot different than every other day this week. And that is factoring into the options pricing and other things. You know, think about it. This move right here, that's 4 points. That's a lot. But you remember some of those other days we were moving 4 or 5 points. You would barely even feel it. So, but today is just so much smaller and slower. Sherwin-Williams, paint. Okay. Follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity. BRB. Real Code News on Twitter. Get ready. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. We're going to switch on over and play our game. So get you that membership. If you would like to buy a membership right now, I would appreciate it. I love you. Goodbye. That's like a different way to try it. Let's see. I think it might work. I don't know. I just want to play.
For those core goods. And it is just going to be a matter of time before they try at least to pass along those higher prices, partially as a consequence of tariffs, eventually to consumers.
And as much as the Federal Reserve had been able to ignore, at least for the most part, these soft sentiment surveys, as the tariffs now go on, they maybe can't ignore them so much, or there'll be other surveys showing, the same thing, even worse. I want to zone in on what John Williams said today, because he basically predicted some kind of stagflation or worse scenario.
He did. He suggested that growth would basically be sub 1%. Inflation would rise to an annual pace of about 3%. As you said, stagflation, pretty bad. And it is the sort of thing that makes us need to start thinking about the Fed's dual mandate. Are they going to focus on that slow growth and cut rates, resume cutting rates, or are they going to focus on the price stability side of their dual mandate? Based on what we've been hearing from most Fed speakers, they are more focused on trying to encourage stable inflation expectations. They're not succeeding based on what we've seen in the Consumer Sentiment Index today, and they're focused on trying to rein in inflation by leaning against demand, keeping rates elevated.
If we ignore the sentiment indicators and just look at the bond market, are any longer end expectations for inflation becoming unmoored in any way?
Well, so it's sort of difficult to fully disentangle all the signals that we're getting from the bond market this week. Of course, rates just shot up pretty dramatically. 10-year rising above 4.5%, 30-year nearly touching 5% this week. So it's difficult to fully disentangle. One thing that we are seeing if we look across all asset markets is that the U.S. is getting less of that haven bid that typically comes when recession fears become more pronounced. So I think that a big part of that likely is an expectation that the Fed is going to be in a position where it's going to have to start perhaps monetizing a bit more than it would. Inflation could become a bit more untested.
All right, yeah, TLT. So you know what I was looking at? The QQQ straddle that I bitched out of. But I'm not too mad because right now, after a 6-point run into the high, are you ready? That play is up 30%. Remember, we were up 30% before the data. But yeah, you're just going straight vertical right now. Unfortunately, just on those days, remember that this move is big, but it's not. So you're going up, like, just gradually on the premiums. Whenever this stops, it's going to, change some things. But it's looking good. Again, we were just saying melt up. Like I was saying, I was like, the conditions are there. We just can't break out. But now we did. So we'll see. It's not too bad. It's a little bit of relief, yeah. And again, the Apple plays are running. Those are old. I have one other play that I made today that's actually working now, so that's good. I just bitched out of the other one. But I'll take it. Oh, Paul. P. Let's go, David Zhang. What a name, David Zhang. Oh, yeah, where's Baba? Oh, Baba just woke the hell up, bro. Yo, what is this? Walmart's going to... Walmart's actually flushing now. A little bit, not too bad. Yeah, Russell is green now. Just went green. All right, man, that's really going. I would look at individuals, not the index, if you want to go late. And then what should you do if you're late? Check the premium and find the premium that is not moved, or you go nearer to the money. Damn it. I want one. Yeah, goal flushing good. It needs to. My goal play might come back. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit. That one's still down too, though. There's no catalyst. I mean, you're going to get your girl, Caroline, and that should be the catalyst. And, I mean, I don't know how to judge it because she still might not say something, but no, nothing has really gotten us here. Bro, any of the Euro play, that was the hitter. That's what I'm saying. I sold that one too early, but I went big on it, so it paid. But then, oh, you would have loved that right now. That was the real hitter and then the free one. So I'm glad. I'm glad, baby. Thank you, my friend. Woo! He already bought the stream alerts, and he's still even paying me again. So you already hooked me up, bro. I got you, bro. We need a trade deal. This is good, though, because you guys got to think about it. this like burns some of the like hype, you know? But think about it. Everybody was tripping out by the 11%. Then yesterday's major, but like subtly you're still holding that 11% rally. Do you get it? Tariffs disrupting efficient cross-border steel trade, Algamoa CEO says. Canada Steel needs policy support at home. ASTLT. Canadian. But yeah, bro, do you guys see this though? Because now you're 100 points off the bottom. You're off that little death zone I was telling you yesterday and today when I was like, oh shit, we're just there. But look, so now you're still holding the pause gains. You had it, everyone felt good, and they're like, no, we're still going to die. And now today, as long as that holds up, even with the bad data, like, think about that. So, but again, it's just all where we end today, though. That I don't know. And then the speed is kind of, the speed has me cautious because that means either it doesn't speed up or it does. And then we see. Spy still holding. Whoa. That's a trade glitch, yeah. Oh, man. Are you guys ready? Where's Carolina? Oh, dude. Why didn't I fucking hold it, bro? I'm so mad. Did anybody hold it? I hope you did. Because that hit big. Fuck me. I sold that one for a loss. I had it. I had a fucking daily. Oh, I was there, bro. Yeah, the speed. I can't do this slow shit. I just got bitch out way too fast, bro. Yeah, if you held that money, bro. Good. I'm glad. At least somebody got to hit the market maker for me. You have it? Good. Then, yeah. Make it free, though. Because that's why I was like, that play, I didn't want it. If that flushed, I didn't want you guys to be exposed to that. Because it's not worth it. But now, that's killing it, bro. I even had the Strangle. If you held that hit too. But I sold the Strangle for a little bit. But I had a naked call on the daily, and that's it. Either way. Still did good today, but definitely not as good as the other ones. The slowness got me tripping. A lot of old plays coming back now on the call side. Well, think about it now. Now you're maximizing that play. All of them are hitting. Any type of play, that range is big enough. The straddle and the naked one hit. So make your decision. I don't even want to look, bro. You guys are disgusting. And then Bond, Spy. All right, you're looking good, man. 1-3. Remember I was saying I wanted some calls, but the Euro calls hit. That was the play. You guys don't realize that? It just bounced straight from Euro. So shout out your stream alerts, bro. That was literally the last one. That, though, you had to execute it properly. You got good timing, good price, but depending on where you sold was the difference between 10% and like 200%. Yes, sir. TLT. Oh, it's doing decent. Oh, man. You're not the only one. I know. It's all good. Like I said, bro, we're going to have a lot of opportunities. Just keep hitting. Stream alerts are the only ways to hear the plays for now, yes. I mean, it might change. Like I said, every quarter I will quiz you guys on the watch list and other things, and if we could go back to people being locked in and that, I'm down to go back to what I did for the first 5 years of just telling everybody everything. But, yeah, I don't know. I need to make sure it works. But generally, I was just saying, I think it works a little bit better now how we're doing it, because then that way, too, the people locked in get the benefit, and we're not muddying the waters, and I could hit all these plays, and I don't have to hear anybody harass me about them, bother me about them, all of that. But yeah, like I said, every quarter we'll do quizzes. I'm going to reevaluate every quarter on everything. Members only, non-members only. We'll see. We'll see where we're at. We move in the right direction, we'll do it. But again, we changed some things and it's working really well. And I think a lot of people like it. So we got to figure out what's the best. Press secretary is not shown up yet, no. Which kind of sucks because I think she got something in store, but we'll see. The alerts are 200. They are. Now they are. You're locked in at whatever price you got them at. So next step, I'm either going to raise it again or cancel all of the alerts and just close it because I don't want to deal with it. Someone even asked me, they're like, why do you still open it up? And I was like, you're right. So yeah, but that will probably be the next step. Like I said, we'll evaluate on a quarterly basis. Yeah, bro, I have not seen TL. So imagine this. Today's the first day in weeks that we haven't moved like massively. This is a 1.5% move, right? But now, the one day we don't move big, the bonds make a move that we haven't seen in a while. Crazy, bro. You have to notice these things, and it sucks because you want to like do something with it, but I do want you guys to just be aware, like these are very subtle changes that are affecting the way we're moving, and it's not going to stay permanent, you know, but just be prepared for this. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the recalibration's complete, but honestly, I don't think so. It's too small. If you get a big run up, maybe, but remember, like I said, as long as like by like Monday, over the weekend, if there's no bad bond news, nobody gets crushed, then I think we could, you might be able to dodge the bullet, especially after that. But I mean, we'll see. Right now, it's really standing out. A phone call between Putin and Trump following meeting with Witkoff is theoretically possible, says the Kremlin. So Russia said they're willing for Putin to speak by phone to your boy. This is it, man. I think you're going to get your run. I'm not going to. All those MSTRs doubled and tripled. Oh, my goodness. It's so disgusting. Yeah, bro. So, again, we were talking the melt up. This is just getting there. Wait on the first pullback. If the first pullback doesn't, like, wickedly drop, it'll base out around here, and then it'll look like a melt up. Now, the yield, dude, TLT is squeezing finally, but let's see. Just be careful. Oh, man, let's see, baby. Let's see. Let's see. That one SPY call from the morning is down 5%. So literally, if I can't make this up, if you bought a SPY call for tomorrow, for Monday, right? And in the morning, you bought it 10 points lower. It's out of the money. That's why. This is why this happened. But if you bought it right here, 10 points lower in the morning, you are down 7% on that option. But if you took the other option I got here till here, that plays up almost 100% because it's near the money, and that was like a $500 option. It was crazy. That's why I was like, damn, bro. But yeah, very, very odd day, but in the money, out the money dynamic in play, slowness. So it's not really like, yeah, you might have knew it was going to go up, but I don't think that you got paid like that, unfortunately. TLT being higher is just good. At least you don't have to worry about dying in the sense of like other broader problems, you know? Where the hell is Caroline? Why don't you just buy back your MSTR play if you realize you sold it for a loss? Because I ain't never taken back any girl I broken up with. You know what I'm saying? I always got to upgrade. So, yeah, I lost. It's fine. I had another one. I hit the first one. I try to do that. I don't want to go and chase it. It's what's yours is yours, bro. Like I said, I'm not gonna hit all of these plays and then sit around trying to force shit. When as long as I just move my ass on, eventually we gonna walk into another one. UVXY play, I don't know which one. What a fire analogy. You really are the GOAT. Stop. That one just hit because you broke up with your girl like 6 months ago. So you're like, hell yeah, Josh. He's like, nah, man, this man's speaking facts. He's like, yep, I'm doing that. But I think it's just general good advice, you know. But hey, I've said it with the long term too. Assets, always upgrade, bro. Always upgrade. Yeah, bro, those apples are crazy. Remember, we had a big apple play, so I ghetto spreaded it, but like, dude, you made an extra like $1,000, and then the ghetto spread went down only like $200. I love it. Okay, man, you're still running. Melt-up mode is kind of... I'm mad now. I should have sold the free put. I still have it. That's just the value. I had such a good... The Qs on the bottom, and they're the SPY. That was the one that got away today. But yeah, today wasn't my day. Still won, but it was just too slow. I need fucking crackhead shit, bro. I need drama. I need trauma. I need everybody freaking out. I do very good in those environments. This was just, what do you mean 1%? What do you think? Should you make the call site free? Bro, I wish I could help you, for real. I like what you're doing, but I don't know just as much as you don't know. All I know is that it's worth it being on both sides. Like I said, we'll find out like yesterday's watch list. You should watch it on TLT because I explained the whole process of what I think is going to happen, both from going down to going up and then explaining what it means to like break and credit seizing. So... yeah, you do have to make the decision for yourself, and like, I just don't know. Like I'm saying, there's two different outcomes. It's either one thing goes really bad that turns into good, or it doesn't, and that creates a wild set. So I like the idea of making things free. I've regretted it because I'll sell early, but then very shortly I don't regret it because I'm like, well, I got my money and I didn't have to deal with that shit. So find that balance, but if you could understand what you're playing right now, that could help guide you. But the whole point is we're trying to play this unknown. We're playing the volatility, and that is what's gonna, just like today. If it's not you sell too early, that'll be the difference between 10% and 200%. So that's why it's like you can make it free or not. Look at your portfolio, let that talk to you, but. That's why this play is going to be tricky. But when it does happen, though, it should be worth it on either end. But we just don't know which end. All right, man. Like I said, I'm waiting for a pullback. But I want to see the pullback in the sense of not going down too much and then looking more like a melt-up. But arguably, this is still small. It's a little bigger now. 1.6 NASI, 1.4 SPY, but... I do think this is like, I don't think Caroline is live, no. To veterans? Really? I didn't see that. Really? I heard something like that, but I didn't know they were going to do it for veteran housing. Somebody heard us. Wow! I think, yeah, we're going to play in 5 minutes. So screw Caroline. If she don't make it out, we're going to start. Because then we could start, and then we got to set up the Zoom anyways, because it'll take like 20 minutes to do the quiz. So, yeah, it's trivia if you guys like trivia. Mm-hmm. You're great. That's good, though. Amen, man. And may your long term be blessed, and it will. Veterans First Act of 2025? No way, dude. Fuck yeah. Let me look this up. Okay, you're still holding up, man. Yeah, redirects taxpayer dollars intended for overseas use by USAID to critical repairs at state veterans' homes. What? What does that mean? See, I don't know. It sounds good in theory. I need to look at the bill. Because I think the VA needs some help getting better. But I just think it should be like housing, though, for people. But like, because it said state veterans homes. Yeah, it sounds good, but I don't know if it's actually going to be. You remember, the bills always sound good, but it's what they actually do with it. Okay, MSTR still killing it. What was I going to look at? Nike, bro. Look at Nike. That keeps running. Yeah, Nike woke up. Could be an early reaction, but I just think also, we're focused on a lot of what's been going on, but I think you got to really look at this. We're holding the fat ass gain, and that can't be ignored. You see what I'm saying? So in a weird way, I think too, we're also dodging the bad consumer sentiment, and the last two sets of hard inflation data have gone lower. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what it's setting up, but this time, though, it's just not only reacting to the negative, and now you're kind of holding a better point than not. That's it. So that's why I'm saying we're waiting for Caroline and whatever else. I do think policy will be the main driver, but yeah, that's kind of what we got to look for. This briefing was scheduled. Yeah, it was scheduled an hour or two ago. And look at bonds coming down. Yeah, Kahoot you could just download. Or you just could access it on the web browser. Baker Hughes rig count. I don't see it, bro. I don't know why. But yeah, we got to get ready though. Game time. Woo! So we'll see. Market's moving around. Now let's knock this out before things start picking up, you know? But yeah, you could download the Kahoot app or just access it on the browser. There's like a QR code. You just scan it and enter it. So the max amount of people will be 2,000 though. So, but again, we're going to be members only, so it'll be good. But yeah, I don't see Caroline. Now we got to get ready. So, Chattadonia, game time. We are going to start right now, and we're going to switch on over to Philo. I will have a little bit of Philo, but today will be special for all of my beautiful members who have shown so much support to me. I would love to have fun in an educational manner. So we're going to move on over to a different video here. You go here to watch, and you will need to be a member to watch and participate. So you have a good one. I should be back on during Power Hour, but if not, you have a great weekend, and be on the lookout. Have all the subscribes and all that. And yeah, just don't let them fool you today. But I will see you around there. God bless America. Thank you to the veterans. And peace.